Fran just got back home. His headset delivery got delayed till tomorrow. And there's Fran.
Yep.
Sorry to hear about the headset.
Yeah. Guess I don't have to wait another week.
I suppose. I wish I knew some good grinding spots. I'm sure. Yeah. Now if only I could get a grinding spot where I could level up a Impmon all the way to Beelzemon.
I remember I had high ABI for it.
Oh, I'm well aware.
It's not much of a pain in the ass to do sometimes.
Yeah, but Lucemon you could easily get at if you do the the Demon Lord side quest, DLC side quest.
True, but still. If not at that point in the game.
True.
Yeah.
We'll get to that point.
Well, and you do have to like have some items that like reduce the stat.
Yep.
That does help.
Yeah, you do.
Well, at least you play the Cyber Sleuth games on Switch and play vanilla Cyber Sleuth. It still keeps in mind the Digimon from hacking them. That's that.
Yeah, but I'm not streaming this off of my Switch.
Yeah, no, you need like friggin' an Elgato.
Either that or my current Hop Hog.
Yeah, maybe, but I've heard get an Elgato.
Right.
Oh, no.
Probably get at a
Like an Elgato HD60. Yes. No. No, probably no. Let's do it.
let's see. And yes, I have a Canon Beamon.
So you're getting a
Tiger Waspmon.
yeah, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh yeah, I'm getting it. Damn you. Foiled again. I added in the description, fighting Jimiken ill-equipped leads to the coffin dance meme.
Pretty much everybody the first time they face Chronica.
Before you realize, but then the role reverses.
Yeah, assuming you don't know how to freaking tackle get her a stun lock. Assuming she doesn't like pull any.
No, she's easy to get into a stun lock. Just do like a basic 3-hit combo. Oh, and then she's done.
Yeah, but she'll still like freaking pull off those pulls. Still.
She'll try to, but I easily beat her in Aftermath. Like I one-rounded her as Shang Tsung.
Yeah, because you're Shang Tsung. I played through Aftermath on medium, and I literally didn't lose any rounds. I lost rounds, but I didn't lose the fight. It's a little bit of a challenge, but
not really, but
around medium.
That'll be a debate when you do Mortal Kombat. I was suggesting to you maybe do like MK11 in story mode now and then save like Aftermath for like your birthday week again.
We'll see.
Or as I like to call it, Mortal Woke Bat.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do it.
Just seeing how Alex just like he hears Ronda Rousey and then he's like, oh my god, that is like.
That is not the sound, though.
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is like Rousey. You would think that even in pro wrestlers or MMA fighters could be decent actors, considering the fact that, you
Or at the
know...
very least, be a decent talker. That's not always the case. That's not always the case. You would think that, but that's not always the case.
I mean, look at Mick Foley in Avatar: The Last Airbender. He voices a character that's basically The Rock.
Okay, yeah, that pretty much is. But granted, you're using Mick Foley as an example because he's a good talker.
And then there's Dwayne The Rock.
Bad talker.
But then there's Dwayne The Rock Johnson himself, voicing Maui in Moana. What can I say except you're welcome?
Wait till Kingdom Hearts. There's gonna be more audio torture.
Yeah, but Moana isn't in Kingdom Hearts.
Be glad, because I wouldn't be surprised if that was a musical role. If it was.
Would they get Dwayne The Rock Johnson to do Maui?
Nah, they'd probably get a sound alike. Dude. I'm pretty sure The Rock would be freaking expensive as hell just to get him the voice.
I'm sure.
Nah, I'm pretty sure. So you ask for The Rock. It'd be worth it, but there's gonna be a good chunk of his budget.
Well, considering
that'd be like trying to get Brock Lesnar to show up some Monday Night Raw. You're gonna freaking go through plenty of other.
Wait, what? It caught. Wait, what? Really? Jeez. Lesnar is overly.
A good load of money, and he ain't got to work full time. So yeah. I wish I could have that type of money just to work part time. And we're talking millions of dollars. You literally just got.
I'm surprised that.
That's it.
I'm surprised that Alex doesn't like the Naruto anime just solely because of the filler, or that it dumps into it. And I'm like, not the fact that this, not the fact that the series itself has dips in quality at certain points in terms of the animation.
Wait, you talking about Naruto or Dragon Ball Super?
Naruto.
Okay.
Dragon Ball Super, that's a given considering it's Toei.
Yeah, they kind of rushed through it, so yeah, it's bound to happen.
It doesn't feel as interesting as old Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball.
Yeah, there's some moments they try to get to it, but not overall.
Alright, Garurumon.
That's not considering the fact that, it's freaking still like before the end of Z.
How?
Yeah, that's where they kind of hurts it. They still have them before the end.
Now I have Where Garurumon.
Nice.
Who has enough ability to turn into Metal Garurumon.
And then you're pretty much set with Weird Garurumon, at least for that half of Omnimon.
Yeah, but then Metal Greymon, I gotta turn back and...
with Greymon stuff to get him to work and all that. There we go. Oh! Nice. Yeah, obviously I'm playing Madden right now.
Football! You should totally play football. It is the most revolutionary sport there is.
Nice. Wide open. Ah, but we went out of bounds. Damn it.
Damn you. Foiled again.
That was a good pass. It just, boom, we just happened to be out of bounds. Trying to make the pass screwed up. Yep, do it. Run him. I'm gonna run into the end, so. Oh my god, I'm slow as hell.
Could be worse.
Load and molasses.
That's a big maybe. For what I'm going to be attempting, you're going to need some powerful virus type Digimon.
Oh yeah.
Because Jimiken has a Boltmon.
Alright, that's the one that's probably gonna be a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a pain in the rear. When I first played it.
God damn it, went out of bounds again. God damn it.
I still have, I'll remember, like, Alex ranting about, Goldar. There's a good reason why he doesn't play a Bowser or Donkey Kong in Smash Brothers.
The thing about her playing the heavy character. Well, they had neither do I. Unless I feel like it.
But the heavy characters are the best characters.
Yeah, because they take like forever to freaking send flying like a freaking sandbag. Unless you use a home run bat.
No. They're the best characters because they have the best things going for them.
Yeah, they can take hits without pushing back.
No, what I'm talking about is the fact that they're so OP that they could literally they throw everybody off the edge just by giving them a love tap.
The Donkey Kong suicide.
Or the Ganon side, as most fans of Smash Brothers call it. I wonder if people watching this would ask me, like, when are we gonna get to the fun part? And I'm like, this is the fun part.
No, Platinum. Or Numemon, whatever. Same difference.
I would have to have a decent amount of space on my thing, and just so that I could have one of those.
Mm-hmm. Or have Hagurumon as the starter Digimon. Okay, that's me a freaking klepto. Are you really gonna go past that thing?
Go past what?
The freaking shiny thing on the ground.
What shiny?
I know, I'm probably like behind right now. So,
what shiny thing on the ground?
I think that probably would have been a medal. Yeah, I'm definitely behind you. Whoa.
Where is it? I'm looking all around, but I don't see nothing.
It's literally not that hard to find. Nah, let's feel like, to the left of the body, and no, so by left I mean the body's left.
Okay.
I was just wondering if it was like something shiny.
I see nothing. The X button would have popped up if there was something there, Fran.
Actually, meteor left. No further left.
Yeah, I don't see anything. There isn't.
It was before you went up the elevator. Elevator shaft, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Whatever.
in case you're wondering, why is there no voice volume on here? I turned it off.
Mm-hmm.
Because, let's be real here, that got annoying a little too quickly. I'll turn it up when we get to cutscenes, but when I'm doing this in between, no, we're not gonna be having that. Let's see, what should I do with Impmon?
What can you do with this thing?
Apparently quite a bit. I'm gonna de-digivolve him to Pagumon.
Never help. I remember for Beelzemon, you're better off like having him Digivolve into Infamon.
Infamon or Skull Marimon?
Infamon.
Funny enough, Beelzemon beat up an Infamon in Tamers.
That's probably the freaking irony.
And I'm still weirded out by the fact that the dub of that series had like Beelzemon's gunshot speed turn into laser gun sound effects, but in Digimon on All-Star Rumble they had realistic sounding gun effects for Beelzemon.
It's a game.
Oh, now I find Impmon to acquire data on.
Find what? Oh, Infamon. Not that it freaking matters.
Wow, Talmon, that was really good. Ouch. Okay, so further left to the body.
Mm-hmm.
All I see is this dude. And I go
to left. No, the body's left. Not where you're going. Like where the body's facing to that left.
right over here, or
unless I mistook the body for the thing.
you mistook it, because like I said, I don't see a shiny thing, and it would have, and the X button would have popped up.
Yeah,
Because trust me, this game.
But the way that body looks, it looks like you could have freaking passed for a freaking shine. Like a little shiny spot with an item.
All I want for Christmas is a shiny thing. Luna, I demand you look at me and tell me, do you feel satisfied?
Not Luna, but just look at me and ask you one very important question.
And that is,
what are we fighting for?
Why is that the question that she asks?
Because at some point we're gonna have to get to that game. What? Well, you will, because you're the one handling it.
I'm handling it as 0, not as X.
I know.
Sunny can do X.
That's why that question's being asked. What am I fighting for?
Honest thoughts on Kefla from Dragon Ball Super. Shoehorned female Patara fusion. Moving on. What, did you want me to have something insightful to say about her? Or she kinda sucks.
Yeah.
Like, why is she in Dragon Ball Fighters? But we already had good females.
We need more. I'd be fine if they freaking put Chi-Chi. Someone put Chi-Chi in the game.
They'd probably put her from the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but that's Dragon Ball. So
well, that's the one time she actually did something.
No, just for how she freaking chased that fucking tutor from that one episode.
Oh.
And someone mid chase the enemy. Like, there's shitload of damage. Yes, I'm kidding about that, but it would be funny as hell.
You know, from what Max tells us about Resident Evil 7, I'm not sure if he was kidding or not.
About what?
About the fact that Leon turns into a zombie, but you can't kill him because then you'd have to make out with Ada, which then somehow leads to you getting a rocket launcher from Akuma.
No, that sounds like a freaking April Fool's joke.
But he's totally serious.
It sounds like one of those freaking April Fool's jokes that they tell you in gaming magazines. Because remember, you can't get Akuma in Resident Evil 2.
No, it's Resident Evil 7.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, Alex is here.
Why are you playing Madden?
I love that's the first question he asked.
That's the first thing he asked, and he just gets in.
He just got in here. He asked, "Why are you playing Madden?"
Why not, bro?
So the people on my stream won't know what the hell I'm talking about. Friends playing Madden.
God damn it. Out of bounds. That should have been a touchdown right there.
That was the first thing I saw when I loaded up the party.
Man, what the hell?
Oh my god.
Okay, so I have one more battle left in Chapter 16, A Battle for the Grid. So...
the last chapter of the game, where apparently an overpowered Pink Ranger is going to fight against, what's his face again?
Lord Draken.
And what Power Rangers series is he from?
No, he's an original character.
Boom Studios Power Rangers comics.
He's from the comics.
Yeah.
Oh.
And this is actually Tommy fighting him now.
Yeah. Essentially Tommy fighting himself. Well, go by that.
So he's sissy slapping himself?
Yes, basically.
Essentially a mirror match. I want to look at it that way.
Okay, so
it'd be like Mortal Kombat 11 if someone playing as regular Liu Kang and someone playing as Fire God Liu Kang.
Oh, you mean basically Mortal Kombat at 11 in a nutshell?
Well, for some of the chapters, yeah.
I mean, seriously, it's like you might as well.
Oh, hey, I didn't even mean to do that. That was awesome.
Hey, the introduced concept of like friggin' timelines and all screwed up. Why not have Fast and Furious face each other or something?
You know, I thought it was. You know, it's like I go to look up Goldar's voice on YouTube, and I'm like, how did anyone take this character seriously with that voice?
That's a very good question, my friend.
Well, you guys had the childhood revolving around the OG Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I had I had whatever that thing was when they were in the jungle.
Wait, Wild Force?
Yes.
Oh, basically.
I was gonna say, you're gonna have to be more specific because there's two of them about the jungle.
Oh, yeah, not
Welcome to the jungle. We got guns and nades.
No, it's not Jungle Fury or freaking Lost Galaxy. Even though that's still good season. Like I said, Salvakuro with the Green Ranger, you got Zenaku. Might be the closest thing to that. If you think about it.
And you also got Johnny Young Bosch, for crying out loud.
Season 2, we had Johnny Young Bosch. Remember that.
Yes, as the second Black Ranger and second Green Ranger.
And he had a frog. Remember that.
And then there was Once Upon a Time where Reuben Langdon and Dan Southworth were Power Rangers.
Yep.
Before they became the Sons of Sparta.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Draken.
Like I said, all I could think
that was half of my health bar in one fucking shot, too.
Okay. How bad is he? Shao Kahn bad or Geese Howard bad?
Fucking bad.
So Geese Howard.
Really...
Okay, got it. Yeah, remember.
Like,
there's a reason why that's called SNK boss syndrome. Geese Howard,
God.
You have to think for it.
Right as I was pressing the jump button, Draken just kills me.
And yet, I still always think Kim Possible's Draken, voiced by John DiMaggio.
Because you hear it, it's like freaking character association. When you hear that name.
You got someone chatting in your stream, lucky you.
Oh, nice. Hello. I don't know who you are, but hello, Jonathan Downing.
Yeah, dude. I don't know why you're saying he's lucky. He's lucky. If someone was chatting for you, you wouldn't be able to see it. And the chat always freezes up on you.
No, his chat is okay.
I'm talking about your chat.
Oh, of course, my chat is probably frozen by now. Because as if Sony wants to fix anything.
That is probably just your settings. That's my guess.
Oh man, I dodged one and I got caught by the next one.
Or you know what? Hold on a sec. I'm going to settings. Yeah, there's nothing. So that was a complete waste.
Friend. Something I don't know what you would do, but okay. That's why I'm watching your friggin' stream through my laptop.
You know, it was literally the scene where Goldar showing Tommy all about what he was doing as the Green Ranger, and he's like, "Oh, you were so heroic," and I'm like,
Keep in mind, remember, Goldar's not the main villain. He's just a side. He's literally second. He's literally the dragon to the main villain.
Yeah,
Go
he
by
is.
the book.
And remember what he was turned into in the Mighty Morphin 2017 Power Rangers movie.
Yeah, he was
And
turned
remember,
into
the I think essentially this Mighty Morphin Power
a
Rangers
literal
essentially-
gold monster.
Just wanna, if you think about it,
Hey, at least he
It's
lives up
something
to the
with a
name
lot.
of being Goldar.
that's a little too much gold. It's a little too much.
I love gold.
Alright, he's their gold member.
And I could kind of take Rita Repulsa a bit more seriously in the 2017 movie.
Yeah, because
Yeah, she was pretty good.
To the west.
But then she had to go and direct that pitiful excuse of a Charlie's Angel movie.
That nobody fucking asked for.
Nobody asked for it, and more importantly, nobody watched.
Gave a fuck about.
But oh, let's blame all those sexist white guys for why nobody watched a movie that and nobody knew was
Nobody
even
freaking asked for. Yeah,
that nobody even knew about.
Okay, that
Yeah.
I'm assuming that movie got worse promotion than
It was like
freaking
right-
Fantastic Four.
How did you dodge that?
Life finds a way.
Yeah, and so does my death.
Oh, it could be worse. You'd be hit by that one punch Shao Kahn throws in freaking Mortal Kombat 3 that somehow hits you despite the fact that you're dying.
I wish. Fucking stop monologuing, Tommy. What did we learn from Mr. Incredible?
You sly dog! You got me monologuing. You know, anytime at my workplace somebody says I'm such and such, I get the temptation to be like, "Hi, I such and such. I'm Kevin."
As my sensei would say, you will make an excellent dad. How am I? I'm pressing all of the buttons.
Would
Okay,
he
fine.
really say that to me? Just because I make bad dad jokes?
Yes.
Okay, since he's making bad dad jokes, I wonder where he gets it
talking.
Tommy. Oh, hi. I'm me. How's your sex life?
from. Or better than yours.
Well, considering
And again, consider this pandemic is the biggest case of blue balls ever in the history of humanity.
considering Tommy is actually potentially getting some, and Draken isn't.
That's actually an appropriate question.
I was making a The Room reference.
I know.
Everybody knows where that line's from.
Are you sure everybody knows? You could ask
They
my mom
probably-
that question and she'd be like, "Where's that from?" My boss didn't even know what Netflix and Chill was when I brought up the fact that there's literally an ice cream flavor from Ben and Jerry's named
my God.
Netflix
Ben
and
and Jerry's
Chilled.
Yeah,
This guy is ignoring my hits. He's teleporting out of the way. How did his hit go through mine?
Did you figure to projectile spam? Because at that point, I would just projectile spam.
I am, and he is.
Remember, if a boss character throws something, chances are they could probably have higher priority.
If this were V-Man playing this game, he would probably make it his bitch.
Oh, maybe.
He's a guy that made like videos of him playing through like Mortal Kombat and Injustice and whatnot, and he is a combo king.
All right. Then how's he feel about Shao Kahn's old freaking MK3 punch? that
Okay, I
somehow
finally pulled off a
He
jumping
hasn't lost a round.
Oh wow.
block.
So better than me that one time we played Mortal Kombat 9, I somehow got a flawless round on Shao Kahn. Somehow.
It's as I say, life finds a way.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well, remember, against Shao Kahn, against an SNK boss, that's a freaking mind.
And the worst part is, there's one fight in Mortal Kombat 9 where you play as Cyber Sub-Zero, and you have to fight against both Goro and Kintaro. At the same time.
Yeah, and the fact you beat them is what makes it freaking awesome.
But the thing is like, why do you fight both of them? As a character that you never get to practice as unless you quit the story, go play as the new character. Or you just unlocked as Cabal. Because, let's be real, no one's going to immediately do that when they're playing the story mode.
That's on purpose, because, hey, give you a challenge you're not expecting. That's wrong.
And then, of course, the bad guys are also hilariously inept due to the fact that you get... that essentially... you end up getting, like, that's like when you get... I'm trying... Yeah, I did. It's like when you essentially get to that point, it's like, how do you take the villains seriously when they're taking way too many L's? I mean, look at Noob Saibot in Mortal Kombat at 11. It's like, he was built up as, like, this character that was so cool, and you got to play, and is one of the most overpowered characters in gameplay. Hey, look at how he plays in MK. Look at how he plays in MK11, and he's a monster in that game.
Yeah, in the story, he still gets treated like a freaking jobber.
Yes, he's basically Baraka and Reptile in MK11.
Yep. He's still the jobber status. That is why Baraka pretty much got a mid-card push.
There we go!
You beat him?
Yeah, I did some more projectile spam. It actually worked.
Okay, that would work for him. I don't think it would work if he fought, like, oh, I don't know, God Rugal. Oh, you can tell by the sound of my voice. I do not have a pleasant kid. God Rugal.
You know, it's a shame that Kotal Khan doesn't really change after MKX, is because you would think he would change after getting royally spanked by Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Thanks for that visual image, Sonic X. Sonic X. Thanks. Now I have the image of Sub-Zero, laying out Kotal and then spanking him in front of his troops.
Yes, we now have prehistoric Billy here standing with the rest of us, and that doesn't break canon whatsoever. No, this guy from the past of a completely alternate universe showing up, who has no reason to be here, unlike Draken and the Ranger Slayer.
I am still weirded out by the fact that it's Carrie Keranen voicing quite a few of those females, including Rita Repulsa.
And speaking of female characters, Trini's still wearing the big fuck-off dragon suit for some reason.
With Carrie Kerenen's vocal cords. I'm totally serious about that. I went to BTVA and I found out these things.
Yeah, I ran down the voices of these characters in this game back when I first got it, whenever that was, which would have been well after it would have been supposed to be delivered, because
like around the time it came out.
Yeah, because limited run games kind of massively fucked up everything.
So does Carrie do a decent impression of Barbara Goodson?
I think she's better than David Fielding's Zordon, which is strange because he's actually played by David Fielding.
Yeah.
Alpha, Rita's escaped. Recruit a team of teenagers with attitude.
It's like they didn't put the right filter over his voice when they did that. And like some of Austin St. John's voice lines don't sound like him either, or it sounds like somebody who's not even really trying to do an impression of Jason. It sounds like just somebody talking. Oh, hey, I guess we're gonna have a threesome after this.
Oh my.
Okay, but will somebody have a happy ending? That's the real question.
Because we have... Oh, hey guys, where the hell were you?
Alright, who popped up?
Hi, Zach. Hi, Billy. Hi, unsuited or unrobot trainee. It could have really helped. You guys could have really helped add some variety to fucking gameplay earlier in this game when we were fighting the goddamn Goldar over and over and over and over again. In the end, there could be only Goldar.
Oh my god. So I mentioned to Alex that his sound-alike, in my opinion, in Logan Laidlaw was in another abridged series. He's as in I believe Magi. I forget the name of the character who he voices, but I know in the actual dub of that anime, that character is voiced by Mark Durason.
Okay, so take note of the guys who encoded the video for this. I can't remember who they were, but just rewind the stream a little bit, go back to that, and remember to never hire those guys.
Why, it looks so bad?
Yes. We have a Blu-ray here, and the video looks like shit.
You poor thing.
Okay, so we're gonna be...
Okay, like you just went through...
Sorry, you're gonna be doing the same thing I did for Batman? Oh wait, you're going through an arcade run?
Yeah. I have 1, 2, 3 characters to unlock, and several characters to play through in arcade mode. So I'm just gonna randomize it. Oh, shit.
Goldar?
What happened now?
No, I got Dragon Suit Trainee.
Goldar? Play as Goldar. Come on, play as Goldar.
It's gonna be Dragon Suit Trainee, Goldar, and Cat.
You know,
backed up by the Dragon Megazord, Dino Megazord, rather. Dragon Megazord is even less accurate than Dino Megazord.
How is that possible?
It's possible.
This is actually based on one of the toys.
Is it now?
Yes, that toy is as shitty as it looks. Oh, that sucks.
Doesn't that look like the suit from the 2017 Power Rangers movie?
No. Oh, the blue one? Yes, that is the prehistoric suit from the opening sequence. That's the one that the Blue Ranger from the opening sequence wore.
You know what everyone ends up harping on regarding that movie?
The Megazord being such a piece of shit?
No.
Way more of a piece of shit than Ivan News.
What?
If anyone remembers
They
that
harp on the weird jokes in that movie, including in the part where what's his face asks about the cow that they ended up heading into the school.
I remember that.
Oh, they're like, oh, we're gonna be able to milk it, right? And he's like, no, it's a guy. And they're like, what are you talking about? And then they later show the a bit of the cow penis. And I'm just like,
listen. If you understood the problems that existed with Power Rangers humor before that movie, you would realize how low the standards of the fandom had become by that point.
Okay, so this is normal?
No, this is a step up.
Really?
Yes.
Believe it or not.
Some people actually complimented the film's writing.
Yeah, it was actually really good. It was way better than the fucking TV show.
Alright,
see, the TV show, at that point, we were in the middle of, I think it was Ninja Steel, which is possibly one of the worst series of Power Rangers ever, and also the one that I auditioned
for. Hold on. Worst Operation Overdrive? I've heard that
no,
one.
No, it wasn't Overdrive. Overdrive was nothing compared. Overdrive is nothing compared to Ninja Steel.
And Alex said you said you had auditioned for Ninja Steel, right?
Yeah, I auditioned for the role of the Red Ranger in that show, and
you know what's kind of weird?
I had access to the casting sites, and there was like, I could see shades of the characters, what the characters had become from what they were originally in the casting sites, and it was absurd how much better the characters were in the as they were written in the auditions than they were in the final version of the show.
You know, weirdly enough, it's like...
Because originally the character traits that went to the Yellow Ranger were the ones for the Red Ranger. And the Red Ranger's character traits in the show just came out of fucking nowhere. Namely, the fact that he was the son of a ninja and also from space.
That seems so stupid.
Okay, that's just wacky.
Well, let's...
and you were originally going to... And you auditioned to play that character?
Yes.
So that's probably a good move on your part.
I think you dodged a bullet there.
I didn't get any kind of anything back. There were like 20 or 30 people who auditioned for that role, but
you know, the weird thing is that once upon a time, me and my younger sister's boyfriend ended up making a bit of a talking point where it's like, you know how in the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers they had a black guy play the Black Ranger and an Asian chick play the Yellow Ranger?
Yeah, funny thing, that wasn't actually supposed to happen originally. Trini Kwan was supposed to be Hispanic.
Interesting. Anyway, I ended up...
That'd be a big what the fuck.
He and I ended up kind of getting to a point where it's like, we ended up saying, hey, if they wanted to go the whole 9 yards, why didn't they make a Native American the Red Ranger?
They did.
Later on. Zeo.
That was Zeo and Turbo.
Zeo and early Turbo.
Because your auditioning for the Red Ranger made me think of that. A crude joke.
Well, who knows? Maybe that's why I didn't get cast as the Red Ranger.
Because they wanted to avoid that stereotype?
Yeah.
They already had enough trouble with the original Black Ranger and the Yellow Ranger.
And they didn't have a Black Ranger until Overdrive, and that guy started stealing things.
Yeah,
recently.
let's say about that guy the better. Let's put it that way.
He stole a banner that was supposed to be auctioned off for charity.
Yeah. Like I said, less said about that guy, the better.
You know, the weird thing is, like... So... You know, a lot of the actors from Power Rangers also...
I'm glad I stopped watching Power Rangers way before.
A lot of the some of the actors in the Power Rangers series have also been in Digimon.
Yep.
On, like,
Johnny.
Like, say, Robert Axelrod was also Wizardmon in original Digimon Adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Then we have Michael Sorich.
You know, Robert Axelrod was really supportive of all the Ranger hopefuls back when Ninja Steel was casting.
Oh yeah.
He was a really cool guy.
It's a shame he ended up passing away.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe Barbara Goodson was also in Digimon. She played Rika's grandmother in Tamers.
Yeah, she was.
And we talked about this in like DMing, but it's weird that I ended up knowing of the fact that there exists a dub of Yu Yu Hakusho where a bunch of LA actors were cast into the roles of the characters, and Kurama's was the weirdest casting. Like, I love David Hayter, but why was he cast as Kurama?
I'm trapped in the digital world.
That's like way off.
Like, Kurama have you seen, since you've never seen Yu Yu Hakusho, Fran, describe what Kurama looks like.
Let's put it this way, nowhere near a badass.
He's a red-haired pretty boy.
Like, former shonen as fuck.
So he should have been played by Cam Clark then.
Funny enough, and Kirk Thornton had voiced Hiei in that dub.
They picked the wrong brother for that.
Yeah. And then there was once a time where they got the dubbing cast of Garzy's Wing to voice in the Yu Yu Hakusho movie Poltergeist Report, which, by the way, Yu Yu Hakusho literally kind of translates to Poltergeist Report. So it's Poltergeist Report the movie, Poltergeist Report. Nice job, dub.
Yeah, but then again, the dub probably didn't even know what the hell.
And to make things even worse, they got the guy who voiced the main character for Garzy's Wing to voice Yusuke in that dub. And then they had the audacity, the nerve and this is on both of those dubs before Funimation, and it kind of corrected that mistake. The nerve and the audacity to call Kuwabara Kuwahara. It's not Kazuma Kuwahara, it's Kazuma Kuwabara.
Did somebody who didn't know Japanese translate that?
I don't know.
That's the only way I can imagine that making it through.
Oh, and the Japanese version apparently had Kurama be in his human form be voiced by a woman, specifically Shinji's Seiyu.
Megumi Ogata?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Black Cat Ranger. I better defeat you, otherwise I'm gonna have 7 years of bad luck.
Oh.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. It's not that bad a joke.
You will know.
Anyway, so... I ended up... let's just say... And like I said, it's the dubbing team for Garzy's Wing that did Poltergeist Report, not the dubbing team that did Berserk. Because otherwise, that would have at least been a good dub. But no, we didn't get a good dub of Yu Yu Hakusho until 2003, when Funimation actually did something right for a change.
Oh, they didn't crop it or give it mono sound or make it green or put extra episodes on the disc that were just additional copies of the same episodes that were already on the disc, or
no, they didn't.
They didn't pixelate it to shit.
Is this all like different re-releases of Dragon Ball?
Oh God, I wish it was just Dragon Ball. Did they scan it out of focus?
No, it still maintains 4:3 aspect ratio even to this day.
No, did they scan it out of focus?
No.
4:3, because the focus is a different thing from the aspect ratio.
No. They just did. They basically just gave it a decent remaster. They gave Yu Yu Hakusho a good remaster, fixed all the sound, the weird sound mixing that the dub had issues with in the Blu-ray release. And yet it's like, how does Yu Yu Hakusho get a slightly cleaned up Blu-ray release? But Dragon Ball can't even get a remotely decent release in the United States.
Okay.
There's actually a good explanation for that. So what?
Allow me to explain what I'm talking about, because this is a rather complicated mess here. The mono sound is Code Geass.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. Funimation's Code Geass Blu-rays had mono sound when they were originally released. I can't explain it. I have no idea why. Somebody fucked something up.
How do you mess...
ReZero Part 1 had pixelated video.
And they never bothered to fix this in a later re-release it?
No, they did fix that, but they haven't. They've done it really poorly.
That is
because they couldn't. Because they took too long to figure out how to get it all out there. Made people pay for their own shipping. Didn't send the right discs out the first time. Because the first batch of discs has the wrong art on it. And, at first, they denied that it even had a problem. Just like Geass, by the way. And then green video was, of course, Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Yep.
Which, the Funimation and Dutch DVDs and Blu-rays are the only ones that actually have a green tint to them. I own the Manga UK Blu-ray. It doesn't have a green tint. The Toei Blu-ray doesn't have a green tint. Nothing has a green tint except for the Funimation and DVD and Blu-ray.
Yeah, that's weird.
Okay, now the extra redundant copies of episodes on discs. That was the Funimation singles for Dragon Ball Z, namely the Cell Saga ones. I haven't checked some of the others, but I know that the Cell Saga and Saiyan Saga Funimation singles, aka the Ultimate Uncut singles, had issues with duplicate episodes. And as for scanning the film out of focus, Funimation did that when they released the Dragon Ball Z season Blu-rays. They did a new scan of all of their film and fucked up a bunch of the Cell Saga episodes by scanning them completely out of focus in certain areas.
Why is it that Yu Yu Hakusho
and there's also the issues with authoring, such as the fact that the M2TS files on Funimation's Dragon Ball Z level Blu-rays are out of order. Not to mention the fact that the level sets were canceled, but we'll try to ignore that for now. There's also the fact that they outright fucking lied about the fact that they claimed that Dragon Ball Z was meant to be seen in widescreen when it fucking wasn't, and they didn't even do that right. And when they actually do the widescreen crop right for the Funimation season Blu-rays, they fucked that up too, because... Fucking hell, Trini. Because they scanned the film out of focus.
And they never did that with Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh, nor do I know of them doing that for Full Metal Alchemist. Their My Hero Academia Blu-rays doesn't do that either. Or I would know since I own them.
Yeah. They also fucked up the dub for Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, and unlike the prison school...
Thanks a lot, Marky.
Yeah, and unlike the prison school dub, that one made it to Blu-ray.
Reinhardt was responsible for the Gamergate line. Marky was responsible for those pesky patriarchal societal demands line. I'm not making that up, Fran. That's an actual line in the dub.
Yeah, I can vouch for him. That was an actual line from the dub. And then they had that fucking social distancing bullshit in, I can't even remember what it was.
It was the subs for an anime that came out recently.
Yeah.
When the context is supposed to be like, a lot of people aren't supposed to be making physical content, aren't supposed to be getting too close to each other and whatnot, because that school apparently doesn't allow for like very close relationships. Is that what I forget? I'm not I'm trying to remember if that was the context of that.
Yeah, close enough, I think.
I suppose. And it's just like, and I believe even someone by the name of Kristen McGuire had a thing where there's this student who was trying to stand up to these two bullies at a school, and then one of them was like, "You some kind of social justice warrior or something?" And I'm like Johnny after aliens invaded Shadow the Hedgehog. Basically, he dropped the controller, walked away, and then he came right back, angrily picking.
Walk away. 3 seconds. Walk back. Picked up the controller.
You know, Viz, is Naruto could really use like a Blu-ray release. You know, original
It'd
Naruto.
be an upscale.
It'd be a really good upscale of a 4x3 show.
No, it wouldn't.
You sure?
I'm 100% positive Viz has composite video masters for the show.
Ah.
Like, if you compare the Region 2 DVDs to the Region 1 DVDs, they'd have to put it through a hell of a lot of processing to make it actually look even remotely decent.
Yeah.
And in our ranting, you've taken an L?
Yeah.
I was probably gonna take an L anyway.
It's like I said, and the thing is, Yu Yu Hakusho also has like this thing where it's like the dub does add in like a bit of additional smarm and snark and whatnot, just to kind of like enhance quality of the show. And this was like back when it was recorded in like 2003 and whatnot. Though they also had like 2 different dubs recording for the series due to the fact that one was airing on Toonami back when it was for like kids and whatnot.
Oh, for the love of fucking God!
Toonami was for kids.
Yeah, this was before it became part. This was before it became part of Adult Swim.
Dude, remember I watched Toonami way before it was part of Adult Swim. Dude, Rurouni Kenshin.
Yeah, but Kenshin had an edited dub.
I know, but still, Tenchi Muyo would have like that word with you.
I could have sworn
the
that was
Dragon Ball movie would like that word with you.
The Dragon Ball movies also had a toned down dub.
Yeah, no shit.
Basically, everything had like a very toned down dub, and then when it aired on Toonami, even Naruto had that thing and going on with it.
Yeah, it had a bunch of blood added out of it.
Yeah, that's like all the time.
Though at the very least, the editing was a bit more, you know. Then again, Cartoon Network was a bit better at editing footage than, say, Disney XD, Disney XD and 4Kids.
Yeah, Disney XD. Fuck Disney XD.
Yeah, why were they broadcasting Shippuden again?
You know what I'd like to know? Why the hell Star Wars Rebels, a sequel series to a TV PG show, was rated TVY and shown on Saturday mornings?
Oops. They probably had the logic every parent had in the 90s. Oh, it's animation, must be for kids.
But then
Star Wars Rebels, I said.
But then they see Alucard are getting utterly mutilated in Hellsing Ultimate before regenerating and killing all the police except for that one guy.
Oh, come on, I almost got him!
Then they see it on South Park and they realize, oh wait, now all animation's for kids.
But you know how that song and dance goes.
And I killed all but one of them. What happened to the last one?
Pushed out like a bitch.
Silver lining, I get to cancel room service.
Oh, what do you see? What do you do with Detective Big J?
You've been acting really quiet. Or for like 10 minutes. Oh, I know why you're angry. It's because I went to Brazil, isn't it? Alucard, put the police girl on the line. Really? You want to talk to? Okay.
Okay.
And then in the background, you could faintly hear him saying that he's going to be going on the walk. Whatever you do, do not let Alucard leave that room under any circumstance. Actually, he already left. He said he was going for a walk. No! Hey guys, how's your health plan going?
Apparently it's great!
Be honest with me, Walter. What are we looking at in terms of collateral? Well, the Alucard amount. See, nowadays, Alex, I'm starting to pronounce the T in a lot more words. Damn it! I did it again.
I can hear it. We all can hear it.
Oh, Mason's here. Yeah, we're doing all right.
Oh my God, the chat's not frozen. I was gonna think. Yep, the chat's not frozen. Yes, it's a miracle.
Ah, damn it.
It's a miracle. It's been an hour and the chat is not frozen. It's a miracle.
You know, at the very least, Ace Viz, when it came to like JoJo, did deliver on the Blu-rays.
Yeah, the problem with Blu-rays is for Naruto is for one thing, it's an early 2000s Digipaint series, which means it's stuck in standard definition anyways. It's stuck at most 540p.
I think the same thing could be said for Yu Yu Hakusho, yet its Blu-ray still looks good.
Let's see here.
Are you looking up footage?
I'm looking up when the show started releasing. No, that would have been a film series. 92 to 94 and 94 to 96. Yeah, that's film.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And by the way, Yu Yu Hakusho is animated by the same people who do Naruto, Studio Pierrot.
Oh, neat. Yeah, most likely Yu Yu Hakusho would have been film.
Ay, ay, ay. Like, jeez. You know, it's a good thing we have these tangents going, because this grinding is boring.
I don't know what's the ingredients in a freaking veggie hummus wrap there.
But this is actually... But like I said, this is...
It's actually a good video game. This is F-Zero. Then again, by the time I get halfway through the ingredients, something interesting probably would have happened before that.
You know, I wanted to take care of this grinding last night before I went to work today. But then I got a call to come into work earlier.
Oh, they called you in early?
Yeah, so I couldn't even do that. I wanted to get this grinding out of the way.
So basically your shift got longer.
And...
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay. You know, G Gundam didn't really have like a good DVD release in America, since they just recycled whatever they got of the like the original TV footage. It looks grainy as shit.
Have you seen the
And I don't mean like old Dragon Ball grain where it actually benefited.
Yeah, you're talking like video noise and things like that.
Oh yeah, it looks so bad.
Have you seen the original Ava DVDs?
I have seen footage of original Ava, and yeah.
No, I mean from the original ADV DVDs for the show.
Yeah, I watched a bit.
Okay.
And you know the
yeah, in addition to just being badly done, the framing is wrong too.
Oh, and then there's the Ava Blu-rays where the off-model animation is a lot more noticeable.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Anime Limited is actually doing English Blu-rays for Evangelion, including the two movies. So that's...
But are they going to be doing it with the ADV dub, or are they with the director's cut dub, or are they going to do it with that dub?
Ideally it would be both. The thing is that it's... Okay, I liken the situation with the Netflix dub to the right situation with Dr. Dre and his old record label.
And yeah...
Because they probably signed a contract where they weren't allowed to sell it on digital platforms. So
and yet,
they had to create a new one.
And yet, Right Stuff Anime was able to get the licensing for the G Gundam Japanese Blu-rays ported over to the U.S. with the English dub up from 2002-2003.
Well, yeah, it's a contract by contract issue. Unfortunately, there's no universal. Solution. The problem is that because ADV went bust, they have a hard time tracking down who owns what, for one thing.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is, like... It's like unlike with Gundam, at the Gundam, they couldn't track down who owned Ava. Because it's like, who owns Ava? Oh, Funimation owns the Rebuild movies. I'm like, we're talking in the original anime, and we don't know.
Yeah. The big problem is when ADV went bust, it got sold off, and a lot of the stuff went to Section 23. Some of the stuff went to Funimation. Some of the stuff went to
If anyone can see...
Some of the stuff just went.
If I had a webcam on, you'd be able to see how my pit bull is right now. She's...
Well, she's on your lap?
Quite literally, yes.
No, hey, be glad she's not a cat, otherwise I'd make a pussy joke right now.
Oh my god.
Considering me, you can be surprised.
Some people... it's like nowadays people are talking about the prospect of Bleach coming back, and I'm like... Can we just adapt the actual last arc of the show and not, start over from scratch? Because it's enough as it is for like a bunch of shows to have to do that, including Full Metal Alchemist. But at the very least, Full Metal Alchemist was like, let's fast forward up to the point where we left off in terms of the manga, and just continue from there. Which was a smart decision, honestly, if you ask me.
No, I think it was a really stupid decision, because then you wind up with this issue of not being able to watch it as one whole thing. Now, one of the shows that really needs a revival of, just a strict adaptation of the original source material. One of them is Yu-Gi-Oh! Another would be Dragon Ball.
What about Soul Eater?
I didn't watch much of Soul Eater, so I don't know.
Basically, Soul Eater's anime adaptation ended similarly with Full Metal Alchemist. Its original anime adaptation had to go to filler because the author wasn't done with the manga yet.
Yeah, Rosario plus Vampire would be a good one to continue like that. As in, just give us a season 3 that continues on from where they left off. Holy shit, Draken's fucking murdering me.
You know, I was saying, you know, the only reason I say it was a bit of a smart decision, Alex, to just kind of like condense like most of original Fullmetal Alchemist into like the into like 13, 14 episodes was mostly due to the fact that the manga itself isn't very long at all. Trust me, I've read it.
I actually have most of the manga, I think.
Yeah, the manga isn't even remotely as long as the anime makes it, as the original anime made it out to be. And the original anime,
kind of like Dragon Ball Z.
And the original anime kind of had this stigma of like having to like I change up roles and whatnot and make other characters seem less significant than they're supposed to be. I'm looking at you, Winry, who literally does almost nothing in the OG anime. Like all she is in the original anime is literally just Shirley's, what's her face is the library, the bookworm's bestie. That's all she does. We don't really see her do any like her being a mechanic and whatnot. We don't even see that she's remotely resourceful. She just happens to just be there, or because of coincidence. You know what I mean? Because even Brotherhood gave her a bit more to do, especially with giving Ed like a new automail arm and leg when they had to go to Fort Briggs.
So did y'all hear that there was potentially going to be a new He-Man series that was going to completely ignore She-Ra and the Princesses of Power?
Yeah, I think I've heard about that.
And meanwhile, Luna, I love you very much, but I would appreciate it if you would kindly not lay on me, because my leg's gonna go numb. I actually wouldn't mind that at this point. I do mean that sincerely.
I know.
I got Gold Numamon on 100% scanned.
Maya he, Maya ho, Maya ha, Maya ha.
So, and you know, Yu Yu Hakusho, the Golden Seal, which was the OVA dubbed by that LA group that we mentioned a while back. Funimation did go back and redub that for the release of Eizo Hakusho on DVD. They never released that on Blu-ray for some reason. Then again, I don't think a Blu-ray of Eizo Hakusho exists. Considering the fact that it's just like a couple of short, or it's plus a compilation of all the openings and endings of the show. Probably justifiable that we didn't get that. Probably justifiable that we didn't have a Blu-ray for that.
Oh, Cat Manx is fucking quick. I love this character.
Wait, how quick?
She's fast, pussy. Nah, that's
In just a Scorpion freaking teleport punch trick, or...
when we get to Injustice, we'll see that.
Yeah, remember Injustice 1, remember Scorpion DLC character. That one.
You know what I think I'm actually gonna attempt Jimiken And now, because this is going to be going on too long and not a lot of people are going to want to sit here and watch me grind, let's be realistic here. This is probably for the better.
Yeah, you want to see grind fest, just wait till something in the night. If one of us goes for
Took out Draken with a single fucking headbutt.
He's a good girl. He's a good girl. Okay, Luna, seriously, you need to get off my leg.
Please get off my leg. God damn it.
So, Alex, would you be interested in seeing Fran one day do the Mortal Kombat 11 story?
Sure.
And then it's just gonna... And then most of it is just gonna be us complaining partially about Ronda Rousey.
Oh, God, yeah. I've heard her voice lines in that, and it's so bad.
You ain't gonna hear me complain.
She sounds like a female Tommy Wiseau.
What? They had a good...
I'm telling you, they're gonna be worse.
They had a good...
They had a good what now?
They had a good voice actress for her. And then they replaced her with a martial artist who can't act.
Trisha Helfer, I believe, was the actress's name.
Trisha Helfer was Sonya's voice actress.
Yeah, and funny enough, Trisha was also, what's her face from Mass Effect? Edie from Mass Effect.
Yeah, she was Edie.
Oh, come on, Lou. Like I said, Luna, I love you, but this is a bit much.
Like I said, forgive me. I would think Mass Effect, but Andromeda.
Yeah, we're not touching Andromeda.
Yeah.
I actually have Andromeda.
I have it too, but I am not touching that game ever again.
Yeah, so,
I don't think I've even opened it.
Well, you probably wouldn't be able to get all your money back anyway.
Considering I paid probably like $4 or $5 for it, I might.
No, you're gonna get a dime. That's all you're
Lucky
gonna get.
you, I ended up buying it full price thinking it was going to be a good game.
Because Mass Effect, you saw the freaking marketing for it.
You do realize that I love the Mass Effect series, Fran.
That's why you're doing it. You're doing it for this game. Think about it.
It'll be interesting to live stream that at using my hot pog, but oh boy.
You know, they're actually coming out with a Mass Effect trilogy for PS4 soon.
Oh, like re-release.
Sweet!
Yeah.
So I get to actually play good Mass Effect games. Alright, so we're going to the deep...
Yes.
Like, dude, I'm not gonna
Oh my god. It's him! Fran, it's him. And I forgot to turn on the voice volume.
God damn, this is the worst number of Kiss I've ever seen in my life.
See, the songs themselves aren't so bad. What's wrong with me?
What is wrong with you, bro? Motherfucking Edamon would be a better singing performer than this guy.
Sakura.
Yeah, I just said that was...
Don't worry, we're gonna save Sakura.
Naruto, save me!
Not that Sakura, damn it.
Okay, so basically this guy is dangerous at this point due to the fact that he has data type Digimon, and at this point there aren't a lot of virus type Digimon.
Yeah, this why I had to make sure to get the freaking
Two of the most broken Digimon in this game are virus types.
Yeah. Kind of fucked up part. No. You know what? It makes sense. Why? Because the virus.
It's Beelzemon and it's Beelzemon Blast Mode and Lilithmon.
Yeah. Well, even though I don't use Lilithmon,
Look at this!
God damn it. Ah! Completely interception. Thank you. Thank you. That. Oh, thank God I didn't.
There we go.
Oh, goody, the Skull Marimon.
Oh, fun.
Yes, attack my allies Digimon who are invincible.
Yeah, that's AI. They're gonna do that anyway. At least they're not attacking your Digimon. Right? Let them attack your allies. The foes can get attacked. Right?
Which is silly.
Oh, no, that's a good thing. Otherwise you'd be dead.
No, I say that's silly because, like... Okay, so mainly I want to get rid of Boltmon because he is a danger to my Greymon. Or rather, my Metal Greymon. Why would you do that?
For what?
I'm beating up Tommy's girlfriend now.
Wait,
as Jason.
One?
Do you think there might be some kind of animosity here?
Alex, which one?
The only one that's really in this game.
Okay, so this guy did a cross counter,
okay,
which means I can't...
Sorry.
Okay, Boltmon's down. We're good.
I hope you get that joke.
Okay, so
the
because...
or the fourth one.
Because I can't do a Masato and Tornado's not here, I'm gonna read this as Kylie Bear.
The year is 2020. Evangelion isn't out on home video yet. Nerds across the web are speculating who will get the rights. Will it be Viz, Shout Factory, or G-Kids? Will Evangelion 4.44 get released, or will Anno cop out and release nothing? Find out next time on Neon Genesis Evangelion!
Actually, Canon Beamon is pretty okay. Because I just looked at his attack and I'm like, oh my god, he pierces defense.
There you go. No, pretty much any attack that pierces defense is pretty much gonna be OP.
And the only downside is that it costs so much.
Yeah, but it's so worth it.
And this fight
now this sounds like somebody doing a Jason Lee Scott impression, rather an Austin St. John impression, or rather a Jason Geiger impression, than it does actually Austin St. John.
Even though it's Austin St. John
so
voicing
broken.
the character.
Yeah.
That seems to not make a lot of sense.
Oh hey, now I'm fighting myself.
Ooh, I got another memory up.
Oh, those are always good. There you go. You didn't have
of course, this could be Triumph Euphoria, but...
This is freaking ace in a hole. Right there. Oh, by the way, that memory up is the memory up DX, so, ooh, it's better.
Like I said, sorry I don't have the voice volume up. I forgot to do that.
Nah, you're saving me a headache from having to listen to Jimiken, so you're doing me a favor.
Oh, hello there.
They're constantly hearing going, for like, God knows how many lines. Sorry.
So I don't even. So I'm not really participating in this fight. This is purely scripted. So I'm just gonna So I'm just gonna leave this on auto.
You're just gonna accept the ass. Remember, Cannon Beamon. As we see the Digimon Cannon Beamon aspires to be.
By the way, that Digimon you see right there, that is Cannon Beamon's Mega Level form. Tiger Vespamon.
Tiger Vespamon. Like, freaking awesome to have.
And super fast.
Yeah. Not all four Digimon fast, but pretty close.
Oh, All Force Vidramon is broken in this game. We're going to be seeing that in a while. Because, let's just say, making sure to have the ability to get him, that's going to be an
Wait
ass.
a second, Tommy, how the hell are you wearing that suit? Jason's got the shield on. You're not supposed to be able to have two Rangers with the shield at once.
I tweeted to Christina V an image of Darkness getting choked out by Itachi.
Hello, Darkness, my
From
friend.
Konosuba.
Wait, which Darkness?
I've come to talk with you again.
Konosuba's Darkness, who is basically a blonde-haired masochist.
Oh yeah, the that show that took forever to come out on Blu-ray.
Thanks a lot, Crunchyroll.
And then
Could be worse.
back again. Tommy's back. Tell a friend.
I actually once ended up emailing Vic about saying like, my favorite. After a while, my favorite character, really in fiction, really is Edward Elric, and that Mom really enjoyed Rohan and JoJo. Yes, let's head back to the agency and not pick up the shiny thing.
Yeah, you have to wait till you come back to this area to get the shiny.
Hello, Kyoko, aka a Chesty McRack boob.
She keeps popping up in the server's waifu bot.
Oh, Kyoko?
Yeah, her. I tag you every now and again when she shows up, but I don't think you've ever noticed.
Yeah, I noticed the one time, but I think I might have already claimed her.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask for context.
It's a thing on Discord.
Okay.
Literally, if you're part of like some server where there's a bunch of bots on there, they'll it's like a little thing where you get to have like a bunch of characters attached to your profile.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a really stupid game, but I play it anyways.
He gets all of the waifus, Fran. You ever play it with him? You gotta know the character's name faster than he could, and type it in faster than he can, because he will claim the waifus.
God damn. You be straight pimping. Get more waifus than the friggin' Link in any Zelda game.
Link's hanging out with his Wang out.
No, that's Zelda 2.
Did I stutter?
I know you did.
So Nokia's arc is going to be yet another arc of a lady who feels like he's not strong enough, so she's going to get stronger. Or blah blah blah.
Yeah, we're just not gonna see that training until Hacker's Memory.
Yep.
That's the Sistermon case.
Yep.
Yeah, the one that's
considering you're the same guy, I think you probably do.
The one that's pink and the one that had to be altered for the game.
But of course.
And
Oh, hey, I have you too, Jason.
Good. Well,
Alright, so
a friggin' nun in the game getting attacked. Yeah, that wouldn't be looked at in a good way.
Alright, so now that we're done with that, with Jimiken, let's go... Oh, participate in some cases. You know, one thing that would interest me the most is like seeing Alex try a Persona game.
I have Revelations Persona on my PlayStation Mini.
Oh, you got Persona 1? Nice.
But I don't have an HDMI capture card.
That would be interesting to see you through that game.
Well, I would also be interested in seeing.
I
would also be interested in seeing him play Persona 3, 4, and 5.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just remember, Persona 3 and 5, you do not want to stay in one spot for too long in certain areas. That's all I'm gonna say. Well, maybe Persona 5. I want you to learn that the hard way. But then again, Persona 5, they tell you about that character.
Basically, what Fran's talking about is...
How did I whiff on that? How did I teleport across the screen when that happened?
Is a character... Or going by...
It's actually an extra boss called the Reaper.
Yeah, the Reaper. Yeah. Seasons will make...
It's the Grim Reaper dual wielding some long barrel magnums.
Yeah. He's...
So this way, don't go after
intimidating as all hell. The king of the Iron Fist.
Let's put it this way. There's a reason why I play it on an easier difficulty.
Fran,
I don't care if anyone
come
judges
on.
me. I do not give a fuck. I'm being honest.
Okay, cross counter. I'm not going to be beating you with a physical attack.
Yeah, it's counter in Pokemon. Then there's the friggin' special one, basically magic coat or whatever.
Mirror coat?
Oh, mirror. Yeah, I should know that because friggin' Wobble has like 4 moves. So useless as fuck. And yeah, I barely pay attention to Wobble whenever I do max rate battle.
You know, somebody actually decided to basically take Mega Man and Star Force and like update it to basically fit to basically the text boxes is for Mega Man Star Force 2 and 3, where it's better spaced out. Because apparently the first 2 Star Force games were essentially, I mean, the first 2 Star Force games were, rather the first Star Force game had essentially badly spaced text boxes. Is where it's like some sentence which isn't very good for a story-oriented game.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fucking classic right here. Jason versus Goldar. Hell yeah.
Hey, Fran, what is Goldar's thoughts?
Why am I semi-fighting right now? I should be taking a break.
How did you... That wasn't even on the same side. What the hell?
I will bullshit my way to the win.
Does Goldar actually refer to himself in the third person?
No. I don't. No, he doesn't.
That's a Macho Man thing because he sounds like the Macho Man.
It kind of. Not really.
Oh no. Minervamon?
Oh, you probably aren't ready for that.
Probably not, but I have to do it anyway.
Gotta kick 6 foot.
Because it's part of the job. Minervamon is one of the Olympus 12 of the Digimon franchise. You can guess what that means, right, Alex? Basically, they're based off Greek myth.
Yep. And no, Apollomon does not pop up.
It's a shame.
I wish.
But then again, it's evolution. But then again, its pre-evolved form is never going to be featured in a Digimon game because, you know, a certain thing.
Alright. Yeah, remember, you can't blame a virus for frickin' give it a Digimon ban. It's not like it calls up like Porygon.
Hey Alex, have you ever seen the Porygon episode of Pokemon? Hello?
Sorry, somehow my microphone got muted.
Yeah,
how did that happen?
Like you were too awfully quiet. I figured.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was asking you, did you ever see the Porygon episode of OG Pokemon?
I have not.
They go into the digital world and hitting a bunch of missiles ended up causing in the screen to suddenly flash a bunch of random colors, and well, Japan made it so that we can't broadcast that episode.
The stupid thing is, that's not actually that big of a deal. It was like, well, it wasn't as bad as it probably it could have been. So, you've got a situation where they completely overreacted to something that wasn't really an issue. And then the media blew things up.
Hey Fran, I'm about to kill the Lion King.
Simba, no!
Simba,
Brother,
yes! Simba, yes!
So basically, you killed Mufasa.
Yep.
Oh, we're
I'm
for some more domestic
Scar.
violence.
I'm Scar
Okay.
from Lion King, everybody.
No. I just got one question. Alright, what else a little girl with a creepy puppet at? Long live that king!
Bitch slap as Mufasa.
Oh, wait, the Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yes, the weird thing is the Lion King remake actually showed a lot more emotion than the Lion King interpretation from Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, because there's not much to look at in the Pride Land.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
literally.
I'm talking I don't mean like, you know, Private Rock or Laser, or whatever the frick it's called. Just the shit in between, that big ass area of land. It's like, there's not much to look at.
Yeah, like
it was just there to be a boss.
Like,
wow.
Oh, Nomura. Wow.
I don't think that was him. It was just, whatever.
No, that's pretty much on him.
Oh yeah, because you were in charge.
It's like, he can't seem to understand his Final Fantasy characters, but he could totally understand and the Disney ones. Some people say that Nomura seems to have a disconnect with the designs and the actual personality of the characters due to the fact that due to the fact that certain characters were just written like weirdos. They talk like they're not real people, essentially.
More or less.
And here we're recreating the one of the final battles from the comics, or at least Jason's last stand in the comics.
Ooh. Yeah, funny enough, yet another thing in the going back to Yu Yu Hakusho, there was a thing with the there was another thing with the Japanese voice cast where Koenma in the Japanese version was voiced by a woman, specifically Luffy and Krillin's seiyuu.
Yep.
Mayumi Tanaka. Any thoughts on that?
I hate her as Luffy.
And then there's also... And then they had Brienne Siddal all voice Koenma in the LA dub of Yu Yu Hakusho and the Golden Seal. And then... And the Funimation... And then the NYAV dub up for... Or Poltergeist Report had Eric Stewart of all people voice voice Koenma, which was
the voice of Seto Kaiba.
Yeah.
The voice of Brock and James.
Yeah.
Yeah. James.
Okay.
And then the Funimation dub had Sean Michael Teague voice Koenma. I once ended up giving him a compliment and on Twitter, and he ended up responding with a thank you. He's a nice guy. Wish he was in more. He voiced Oob in Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT. And one interesting thing is, like, after a while watching Yu Yu Hakusho, my mom ended up feeling like Koenma kind of grew on her. So So Kevin Conroy ended up tweeting out something that actually speaks common sense. He says, "Protest is a right, looting is not. How does stealing a widescreen TV avenge George Floyd's death? How does torching a store it took people a lifetime to build avenge George Floyd's death?"
Oh, how naive of you, Batman, assuming that that's actually what they were doing. Assuming that any of these people even know the name of the man and who died.
Yeah, that's what I kind of knew. The left don't care who it was. They just want an excuse.
Well, no. They do care who it was. They just don't care if it was a white guy.
Of course. And when a woman puts her knee on a guy's neck in a similar manner that I saw on, I believe it was a post your mom ended up leaving, Fran, and that I commented on, I said no one's going to care about that because it's a woman, and hashtag double standards are BS.
Yeah.
They're not going to care if it's a lady doing it. They're only going to care if it's a guy.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Something about race, and it's not an issue of race. It's an issue of it's just an issue generally. There's the problem with making it about race means that, oh, now I'm playing as Dragon, so maybe I'm gonna fight Tommy. Oh, I gotta pick the Dragon Zord if I'm Draken. And anyways, what I was trying to say is that the problem with hyper-focusing on the racial aspect of it means that we're not actually going to get a solution to it, and this is only ever going to get worse.
Indeed.
Yep.
It's never going to get better.
Oh, so I start with a mirror match.
So I have another case. Let's see, out of the blue.
You know, a sweet soundtrack.
You know, I ended up seeing,
oh
I
my
find
God,
it
Thank you. It doesn't help you're dead now, but
I find it interesting that I was able to find some neat things about the guy who animates, who did a lot of the animation for Castlevania. Is like, he once did a brief animation bit of Naruto. Oh, and he basically, it was doing something for like a thread. I like show off what your art was like. Animators show off what your art was like in high school, and then show off what your art is like currently. So Dietz is kind of a huge Naruto fan. Of course, you like a bunch of relevant people are the type that are very anti-Trump. Then again, I'm like, At this point, it could always be worse. Because I'm just kind of used.
Don't fucking tempt the world.
2020 in a nutshell.
It could always get worse. Don't.
2020 in a nutshell.
No. It's like with Palpatine in Robot Chicken, and he's like, oh, watch as I tempt fate. Hey, it couldn't possibly get any worse, could it?
Like I said, 2020 in a nutshell. Doesn't mean they can't get worse. It'll find a way to be worse.
Life finds a way.
This year's so far.
Make me vomit. This dog is very snuggly. Oh, hi, Yuko.
Okay, which buffet is she trying to eat at this time?
I don't know.
It's hard to tell.
Fuck you, Donna. Oh, fuck you, Donna. Fuck you, Donna.
Am I trying to fuck her, bro?
Oh my god. The man who eats his own shoe, who has changed his name to Antifa Southern Recruitment Office. Can you just eat your goddamn shoe and leave us alone?
Shane. What's next? Is Ron gonna start doing something like this?
Oh, he's already screwing himself over every time he goes on Crumbrion's thing and just says all the stupid things.
So, how many stupid things do you want to say today?
All of the stupid things.
That's not inaccurate to what he sounds like, because I heard him talk and I'm like, oh my god, he sounds as shriveled up as he is. Oh my god. Fran, I can't make this up. He sounds like a shriveled up prude. No, wait, he sounds like a raisin. He sounds like a friggin' raisin. And not even... And I'm just like, oh my god. This is unironically what he actually sounds like. Please tell me it gets better.
Gotta define better.
He proceeds to keep on saying, I don't recall for every single...
I do not recall.
I don't recall.
For over hundreds of tweets, Fran. Hundreds of tweets.
Take a shot.
Under his handle.
Take a shot.
I think we'd be plastered if we watched his deposition.
If we were doing a drunk bar game with this, you'd be plastered before the first minigame. And you somehow still win.
How would I still win?
Because your bullshit ways.
Explain what you mean by my BS ways.
Chance time.
So I'd somehow drunkenly time it so that chance time lands in my favor.
No, one, you land a chance time. Two, you steal my star, basically pull on resurrection F on me. Luigi is still pissed at you for that.
I swear. He carries grudges more than the Flash.
Yeah, it's not me holding the grudge, it's Luigi. I don't know what you're talking about.
I can't even. So have you guys ever seen the Zabuza sword?
Which one?
No. Fran, have you heard one of Toye's greatest hits?
Which one?
One of his, one of the ones from Twitter.
Oh God.
I'd rather be a cuck without her than with her than without her.
Oh wow.
Why would you say that?
And I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. No, I won't.
I have seen the simpest of simps on social media, but why would you do that? Why would you say that?
Apparently, there's no definition of safety net.
There's not a there is no safety net for any of these idiots because they don't know how to use one. They'd somehow get caught in it too.
Oh,
They'd find a way to get caught in a safety net.
No, this be like them getting caught in a Scooby-Doo trap that somehow works.
Or friggin' Tom Hanks getting stuck in a thin plastic bag.
Oh wow.
That's a reference to the Saturday Night Live Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Oh, so they stole that thing from Ghostbusters 2016 from an SNL sketch.
Here, that was a reference to it. Yeah, whatever.
Wait, what part are we talking?
Where, what's her name? Erin Gilbert uses the Swiss Army knife on the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what?
There's a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man balloon in that shitty Ghostbusters remake. And
oh my god. Matter of fact, there's a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man balloon, because I can kind of get that reference.
And it gets possessed, and it's like gets on top of somebody, and Erin punctures it with a Swiss Army knife that she was given earlier in the movie.
Oh wow. Oh my god, that sounds like something I would want to watch. But for shitty reasons, not for good reasons.
You know,
what the hell?
You know, the movie cut away from like a dancing scene in the that was originally filmed.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, did you know that movie was barely even shot in New York?
Let me guess, Vancouver?
No, it was shot in... Actually, hang on.
If they claim New York, can't start in Vancouver because it's cheaper to film there.
They didn't even shoot... The problem was they didn't shoot a lot of the exterior shots out there. So, Boston. They shot it in fucking Boston.
And they claimed it in New York? Wow.
Yeah. And they they shot in South Weymouth, Massachusetts. They shot a little bit in Tribeca and in Columbia, but they and then they also shot in Los Angeles, but yeah, they didn't hardly shoot in New York at all.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? It's like a fish to freaking better film there. So.
You know, Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man, the first one, was mostly shot in California, but they still had... It still felt quintessentially New York, because they shot a bunch of exterior shots in New York.
Yeah. Or just enough just to make it look like, okay, it's New York.
So they didn't wind up with that film looking like it was shot in a completely different city.
Oh.
But yeah, it's not like Boston and New York are very different cities or anything.
Totally.
No, you can just make those.
Oh, I guess so. Tell the sarcasm.
Stand in for each other. That totally sounds right.
Dude, they'll be like shooting over here and try to claim it's Vegas.
Yeah.
That's how bad that sounds.
Right now, I'm trying to find the T location. I tried going to the cafe. It did not.
You're doing the food judge thing?
Yeah.
I can never freaking remember. I just go by until I just go around until like the freaking prompt pops up. I think there's one on the left.
Okay, so
like,
now I'm fighting myself. I'm fighting a much more powerful version of myself. Which one is the real Lord Draken? You decide, kids.
So it looks like I'd have to see if the cafe is the one.
Or look at the guide.
I looked up on GameFAQs.
The new rank and freaking tell you. You can say, oh, okay, what you're looking for is over here in this spot, over here in this spot. There's a place over here in this spot, this place is over here in this spot. Nah. That's way too freaking easy.
Yeah, it's kind of a sad thing about Poltergeist Report. Oh, never mind. I found the third place. It's the sushi restaurant.
Yeah.
So, Poltergeist Report only has one good dub, and it's the abridged version done by Nick Landis.
Huh. Of course.
Oh, and that dub also had Chuck Huber guest star in it.
Oh, nice.
As an enemy that Hiei, who is actually voiced by Chuck Huber in the English dub of the anime and the Funimation dub of Golden Seal. You know, funny enough, Hiei's the dub actor for Hiei, Chuck Huber, was originally going to play what's his face? He was probably going to play Kuwabara, and Kuwabara's voice actor Chris Sabat was originally going to be Hiei, at least according to what I found out from Digimon voice acting. But then they just decided, you know what, let's just have Sabat do Kuwabara and Huber do Hiei. Not sure how they did with like John Bergmeyer as Kurama. But for Yusuke, Justin Cook had a hard time finding somebody to do it, since he had to like ADR direct all this stuff, since this was early Funimation.
Yeah.
And before they had all this talent pulled in.
Yeah, before they had the shit together for a while.
Then it all went straight to hell.
Yeah, shit happens.
True. It's as Tom Hanks once said.
Wait a second. I thought Draken was supposed to be the 8th fight. Why do they face Draken right now? Don't tell me I gotta fight him again.
Or you gotta fight something worse.
No, you have to fight him again. But then he suddenly summoned summons Shao Kahn on to assist him.
Oh god. No, Mortal Kombat 3 Shao Kahn, so you have to deal with the freaking obnoxious punch.
And then for the third round, you have to face him, Shao Kahn, and Jiren from Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Oh.
No, wait, not Jiren. Ultra Instinct Goku.
Yeah.
From the raid boss battle.
Oh, that one. No, then all of a sudden you have to deal with Night Terror.
No.
Don't ask me how.
No. That's the secret bonus boss. You have to face off against Night Terror, or in that final quest in that quest mode for Soul Calibur 3.
No, it's in Tales of Souls mode.
Yeah, Tales of Souls mode.
Oh, Night scenario, which isn't gonna happen unless
Tales of Souls mode. Night Terror, or which is harder than which is actually harder than arcade mode.
It's still pain in the ass anyway. It's still Night Terror you're dealing with. I would know because I've done it before.
Well, you've actually played the game.
Yeah, now I've beaten the Ring Chronicles of the Sword mode.
And apparently K-Wing is deciding to post a video of him playing as Ultra Instinct Goku versus Boo.
Which Boo?
Regular Majin Buu.
Oh, Fat Boo. Okay.
So did you hear about the traders list by One Angry Gamer?
I mean, it's not a bad point in making something like that, but the thing is, Billy is a fucking moron.
He is. And apparently, Some Call Me John is on that list, and I'm like, you're that petty, aren't you?
Who's on that list?
Johnny. Some Call Me Johnny. He's kind of
I think the problem is Billy always jumps to assuming malice as opposed to just people not knowing what the better solution might be.
Yeah. And apparently his brackets for Monica Rial being on that list is because she wanted Vic's D.
The fuck?
And I'm like, well, if that were the case, I wouldn't really blame her. I wouldn't really blame her. And if that's the case, I wouldn't really blame her because
let's
59. He's around Mom's age, and he still looks good.
She wanted to ride on that Italian stallion.
No. But dude,
didn't we just have this fight earlier in the game?
Dude, that wouldn't work. He's not supposed to just slow.
Yes, we did. We had this exact fight earlier in the game. Okay.
It's a good joke, but remember, he's not Sylvester Stallone.
And then we had... So, Alex, if there were certain requirements to have Akuma hand you a rocket launcher in Resident Evil, would you try to fulfill it?
Sure.
You would know that it's an April Fool's joke?
No. If it were unironically a thing.
Oh, if it was like a legit thing?
Yes. To have Akuma just be like, here, take this.
No. I was looking at Akuma and be like, why are you give me this rocket? Let me teach me how to do the fucking Raging Demon. I'd rather have that.
No. Him handing you the rocket launcher would be so cool.
Yeah, but I would want that Raging Demon.
Why would you want the Raging Demon when you could have him hand you a rocket launcher?
Dude, I freaking make it to your dad with Raging Demon. You're dead.
You know, Akuma is... You know, you do fight Akuma in,
Remember.
Mega Man... In Mega Man...
Oh, the Mega Man Street Fighter fan game.
Yeah, the Mega Man Cross Street Fighter fan game. With Guile's theme as a bonus theme.
Yeah.
I sometimes have to wonder.
And now I'm back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Because why not? Ooh, Earthbound Immortal. Just open a pack from music.
Isn't the Japanese name for Earthbound Immortal Earthbound God?
Like Earthbound God or something like that.
Yeah. And apparently, of course, they called Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres in the second Pokemon movie Titans as opposed to the
like legendary birds.
Oh, wait, I thought the English name for Mother was Earthbound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Earthbound was Mother Herpaderp. I fucked that up.
Herpaderp.
I'd like to.
I completely botched that joke. Let's just forget it ever happened.
I still would like to see you play some of the stuff off that I end up playing, and just because it would be interesting. No, it would be interesting to see him play things that you and I are both familiar with, but he isn't all that familiar with.
Yeah, Persona 5.
Okay, so I am facing off with Tommy. So why did you make me face him at the beginning of the whole round here, huh?
It's a rematch.
I'm not Tommy. I swear Rugrats is on my brain now.
Especially you're Tommy, you think it's Tommy Tucker for some reason.
How's the peeping, Tommy?
God damn it, that's bad. That's bad.
Bad, Alex. Bad.
In the corner.
I have no idea what that's a reference to.
That's a peeping Tom joke.
That's a what
bad.
joke?
A peeping Tom joke.
I know that, but what's it from?
I don't know where it's from. All I know that's a peeping Tom joke. It's clear in the line.
So once again, I'm in a dungeon with a slightly varied color palette.
What, an actual dungeon or something that looks like something out of Battle Network?
No, just a digital space. These Clockmon are gonna try to mess me up.
Yeah, Japan.
Shazam! Witness the power of Kazam! Kid you not?
Wait. The Sinbad genie?
Okay, kid you not, I have to tell you this. So,
you've actually seen it?
No. My dad had thought that the movie Shazam was a sequel to Kazam.
Considering your dad, I don't find that hard to believe.
Well, at least he didn't think it was a movie with Cedric the Entertainer.
You know, Cedric the Entertainer is in Madagascar.
Yes, I did know that.
And, along with Sacha Baron Cohen.
Oh, with Borat. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Funny enough, they call Dr. Doom, Victor Von Doom in the Fan Forstick movie, Borat. Specifically, it was Michael B. Jordan who called him that. They're like, oh, my biggest mistake was not casting a black woman as Sue Storm. I'm like, your biggest mistake was making this goddamn movie.
Okay, that movie is back, and you say that's your biggest mistake? God damn, you're freaking.
They did actually explain that Sue was adopted. They did actually explain that.
Yes, they did. That I'm willing to give credit for.
Okay, yeah. Oh, so they wrote an explanation. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. They say did that instead of, ignore it and not acknowledge it.
Though I think Sue Storm's actress in that movie was worse than what's her face from the
Jessica Alba.
Yeah, worse than Jessica Alba.
Almost had him too.
I could go after that guy now, but there's so much more to do in here. I wonder how many people are gonna.
Let's deal with Take Bond.
No. I refuse.
Yeah.
I refuse to do what you say.
There's not much else you have to do in there. Just deal with Tankmon. Get on with it.
You're not the Monty Python on the Holy Grail crowd.
You know, there's only delaying your friggin' potential torture with Kentorosmon. You know that, right?
You do know that Kentorosmon isn't for quite a while, right?
I know, but you're still delaying that as well.
How am I delaying it when he's actually kind of easy?
By taking your sweet-ass time moving away from Tankmon, that's how.
Well, I'm sorry that I have this habit whenever I play an RPG.
Yeah, that sounds like you being a klepto.
How is it my fault for doing that?
Because kleptomania kills.
When has it killed me?
Oh, it hasn't? Wait a while.
Alright, Tankmon, let's do this.
So it hasn't killed you yet. Something to put on the list when it eventually does.
So, it's like I wanted to do some... I also wanted to get some progress writing my Hiroaka G Gundam fic done on yesterday, but like I said, work wanted me early.
Called your ass in early.
Yes.
So get your ass in here early, make extra money.
While one of my managers had a bit of a stomach problem and needed someone to cover for the rest of her shift.
That's understandable.
Okay, so I'm about to beat Tommy just by spamming high kick.
What is this? Perfect Cell in Dragon Ball in Super Butoden?
I don't know.
Like literally, that's all that Curtis did as Cell in Super Butoden. Just like
spam high kick.
He just spammed Cell's kick, and he literally cleaned house.
Oh, I see. So you love kick on the status, didn't you, bitch?
Oh, great. He's a data type. Lovely.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to play the, you don't have to play that at the end of every single talking arcade mission.
But they do.
You could just play it at the end of the first one.
But it's an absolute necessity, don't you know?
Yeah, just like you going to Atlanta.
Look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 characters in this game. 18 fucking characters in this game. We have to watch this credit sequence 18 fucking times.
Even one time as Goldar?
This is worse than the Sonic Adventure credits, because you only had to watch through that, like, what, 7 times, I think?
Yeah, 7 times. And the thing is, Sonic Adventure's credits at the very least were different in terms of theming depending on who you're playing as.
Yeah. It didn't make any less irritating.
I kind of liked singing along to some
I mean, I like the music, but the problem is that the credits
with the exception
are
of
identical.
"Here I come, rougher than the rest of them, tougher than leather. You can call me Knuckles. Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. I'd rather flex my muscles." Seriously, what was up with that?
Who wrote that? I'd like to know who wrote that.
I don't know.
Because, like, that and Meteor Herd and what's her name? The fucking...
I actually love Meteor Herd's theme.
Meteor Herd is fine as a game when you're playing it in the game. It's not fine when you're wanting to listen to it by itself. Yeah, here's what I was gonna say. It's like trying to listen to My Destiny or Meteor Herd it by itself.
The writer... The song... Let's see.
By the way, anybody who knows what My Destiny is?
The songwriter for the original Sonic Adventure version of Unknown from Me is Marlon Saunders.
Okay.
Hunted P did the Sonic Adventure 2 version.
Okay.
But Saunders did the vocal tracks for both.
Huh. Yeah. Do you know what my destiny is?
I know not what your destiny is.
It's the theme of Princess Elise from Sonic 06.
God,
It's a
I
great
hate
instrumental,
that.
but it's a terrible song.
I hate that. That bitch.
And remember, that song is in your future.
How is it in my
the lyric book right next to me, right here.
How is that my destiny, Fran?
I happen to own several wills.
Sonic 06.
But I don't even think I'd want to attempt to stream that game.
You're gonna have to.
I would. Okay.
You would, because you like that game for some reason.
Yes, I do.
It's better than Right to Hell Retribution. All right, let's put it that way.
I remember
That's
memories
not
from
a
long
that's
time
not a
ago.
high bar.
I know.
I can hear you calling me to never let you go. As the sun shines down on me, I hold the key to give. Take hold of the destiny I give you. I may give you life. Can you stay forevermore, or are you gonna leave from me? No matter what it takes, I'll find you just to be with you one more time. A smile will find the way, my love. You taught me that life can be revived. With a smiling face, the meaning of my destiny can be changed for your love. I can rule the world with my love. I can rule the world, my love. Can't you see that we can all survive? If you'll be by my side, the world will be a better place for us all. Ever since I met you, I want you by my side. Should I go on my way, or let you go for a ride? If I ever worry, then I will run to you. You gave me your everything, and my heart can be true. Can you stay forevermore, or are you gonna leave from me? No matter what it takes for me, I'll find you just to be with you one more time. Stay close to me, my love. You taught me that life can be revived with a smiling face. The meaning of my destiny can be changed for your love. I can rule the world, my love. Can't you see that we can all survive? If you'll be by my side, the world will be a better place for us all. I will make my way, my love. I know I will never be the same. Sharing of my life, destiny will never be for your love, you know. I will rule the world, my love. Memories of you, my heart's fulfilled. Trusting in your love, the peace will come to you and me and the world forevermore.
What happened? I think I went brain dead for a moment.
Okay,
Yeah,
that better work than my
that's a
sweet
fucking
passion.
that's a love song between Sonic the Hedgehog and an actual human woman.
Who has to get that more times than Princess Peach does in one game alone. Like I said, is that better or worse than My Sweet Passion?
That is one shitty song on an otherwise standout album, because Several Wills is fucking amazing.
This is good, too bad it's in a shitty game.
I swear if I'm streaming that, and I think I'm just going to demonstrate what most beginners... No, I'm going to demonstrate what all beginners experience when they fight Silver for the first time.
Alright, you gonna try that moon trick?
No, that's what Lewis experienced.
What I need to do is I need to get myself a capture card that'll take HDMI.
Yeah,
My current Hopog does.
Yeah, I need to get something like that.
You want me to, hold on a sec. Wish there was an auto advance on the dialogue like in Persona 5.
No, there isn't. No, they okay. And no kid's just gonna stand there like it's a cheap game they're talking about in life. Like anyone who wants to hear that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yep.
Ain't nobody got time for that BS. Aw, man, the one I currently have is unavailable.
Yeah, it's probably no longer these days.
ちょっと前に活躍したハッカーチームのことだよな。さすがあなた、よく知ってるね。
Like I said, the one that I currently have is does hook up to HDMI, but only for like PlayStation 4 and whatnot.
If it does HDMI, it'll hook up to PS3.
Yeah, but the thing is like for PS3 it would need component cables.
What wouldn't?
Mine apparently
No, for his hot
No, the PS3 has HDMI out.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying for like for capturing footage, it would require the hotpog for some. It would require the hotpog to have
component
cables for some stupid ass.
Some weird ass.
But why though?
I don't know. I'm not
his
the one.
Hog. I would have known.
I'm not the one who makes the damn thing.
It's why I'd rather freaking dish out the money for freaking Elgato.
You know, it doesn't make any sense.
What?
That. Capturing the PS4 and not the PS3.
Yeah. Anyway, let me link you guys. So I linked you guys to the
Excuse me.
to the Elgato thing that Fran recommended to you.
Yeah.
It's hella expensive, but I can assure you it's probably worth it.
It's an Elgato. What do you expect?
Stuff.
Apparently, you can get a powered HDMI splitter, and then that'll remove whatever is causing problems like that. I think it's the HDCP, high definition copy protection.
I still want to get a 3DS capture card so I can record DS and 3DS games.
Yeah, you and me both.
But of course, it's all out.
Yep, and if you find
You know what would be great?
Take a roll of the dice
Is if the 3DS had... Oh, I don't know. Oh, yeah! Audio visual allowed.
If
That'd be
only.
great, kind of like the PSP.
But it doesn't. I still have mine. And a cable for it. For it to hook up to the TV.
Why does the 4K 60 Pro not have the H.264 master copy? Why does the HD60 have the H.264 encoder and the H.264 master copy?
Okay, dude. English.
English, mother trucker, do you speak it?
H.264 is an encoding standard.
You might have after shit is like freaking speaking in tongues. Yeah, there's something even I don't know.
You know, I forget sometimes some people aren't audiovisual nerds like I am.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You know, some part of me imagines that how would imagine a weird explanation for your version of End of Ava, Alex?
I'm not even sure what you're thinking of in terms of that.
Did you have any intention of doing End of Ava for Alternative Saga, or no?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
and
wow.
In fact, if you look at the original
draft,
look at the original casting call club page for it, you'll see that I have, and if you look at the one that I have up, I actually have plans for rebuild as well.
Oh, cool.
Somebody just posted one of those going over your head things, and it's like the "Wow, cool robot" meme, and I saw it's "Wow, the weapon goes in a fucking arc," and it's the nerd looking at the sprites from Friday the 13th.
What, the game or the LJN?
The
The
game.
LJN game or the recent one?
The LJN game.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. Just avoiding confusion.
Here's a... I'm taking a little break from the game because my hands are starting to cramp up. We want to be Nurse's Joy like our mother. Like your mother, and your cousin, your aunt, your sister-in-law, your grandmother, and every single woman in your family.
And then one cousin no one wants to talk about it for some reason.
Yeah. Do they all just mate with the same man or something? Obviously, they reproduce asexually through mitosis.
That was playing so many Officer Jennies. Then we get to Lola, we just see male police officers. Then we find a few that have to be dittos.
That seems bizarre.
I think what the ditto side quest.
I wonder what... Would the universe implode if you got more than one Officer Jenny and Nurse Joy in the same place?
That happened around the Indigo League.
Okay, but what would happen if you got into a threesome with them?
Wait, with an Officer Jenny and a Nurse Joy, you better be able to tell which one's which.
So what would happen if you had a kid with an Officer Jenny and a Nurse Joy, and one of them was male and one of them was female? Oh, which one would, what would happen if you crossed Officer Jenny with Nurse Joy? Or like if they had...
Officer Joy, there's the answer. Officer Joy,
if they had kids and like one of them was male, one of them was female, and you, they had kids, and that, what would that turn out to be like?
That is a good question.
And now I just finally pulled up Starlight Red Dragon Archie. Thank you. Yeah, somebody points.
Meanwhile, I was able to pull off Utopia the Lightning at one point in Legacy of the Duelist. And also Neo Blue Eye's Ultimate Dragon.
You know what would be great is if I could find something that'll take something that's a capture card that's not HDMI.
You mean like a Dazzle?
Oh, fuck Dazzle. I have one of those, it's shit.
That's probably your only choice, dude.
Like, what I need is something that'll take component, composite, and S-Video. Because I have a bunch of old consoles, and I don't want to have to run them through a converter first. But, hey, if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. But
what you gotta do is what you gotta do.
Yeah.
I'm going to Digivolve on my thing into Impmon.
Okay, let me get rid of freaking Diamond Dagger Wolf. I don't know why I still have it.
Life finds a way.
So what are you playing now, Fran?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
He is...
It's time to...
Also, one more thing. Fuck Power Tool Dragon.
What just happened?
Yeah, like I said, Power Tool Dragon, that's what happened.
So Power Tool Dragon cursed me.
Harry Potter and the Magic Elixir that will make me give a shit about this entire controversy. And if you don't know what that's in relation to, good.
Keep it that way.
Yes.
I don't think I need Celestial Wolf for it.
Nope. Oh, come on.
I got the better Red Dragon Archie, if you ask me.
Okay, I'll be right back, guys.
Wolf Fighter.
Oh, what is going on with my controller?
Yeah, you tell me. Fucking tripping balls. Oh, wait, no.
So So, Alex, what would you say is your favorite protagonist monster? Of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Overall.
Protagonist monster? What do you mean by that?
As
Like,
in
protagonist, like, go-to monster.
their mascot, a monster? Or, like, for instance, like the 2500 beat stick? I am now personally torn between in Utopia and Stardust Dragon.
I can't blame you.
I say Utopia and Stardust Dragon because they both have really good effects, and let's just say after a while, without enough support, Dark Magician is screwed.
Yeah.
I like my Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Well,
going with
well, that
rival.
technically does count considering the fact that Yugi was originally supposed to have Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yep. Okay, let me add Dragon Knight Critical Equus.
リーダーだなんてで今はもちろん覚えてるよなどうしてもあいつが実はこの間
Well, in terms of rival monsters, that's hard for me to say. Because it's like, you got Blue Eyes. I'm not even sure what would be considered Monjome / Chaz's is big. Well, besides those, not sure what would be like his big is beat stick.
Okay, before I forget, there's a certain card that should be in for Jinzo.
I think it's the Armed Dragon.
No, Jinzo can destroy internet memes.
And my deck is filled with internet memes.
Okay, let me see.
Okay, and then
Filled with memes and references.
and then
No,
there's
that's too much snake.
and then there's Red Dragon the Red Dragon Archfiend series is by
Jack Atlas.
yes, owned by Mr. Atlas.
Okay, there we go. Amplifier.
And then there's Kaido's those Galaxy Eyes Dragons. Which, by the way, those look very neat.
Yep.
Like, holy crap. I'm like,
Let me see if I can not pull my hair out against Leo. Bullshit fucking.
the minute I see the Galaxy Eye Dragon, I'm like, oh, oh. You know, the weird thing is that sometimes I kind of draw a bit of parallels with this game and some parts of Persona 3, including in the fact that there is an illness that has left a bunch of people like comatose and whatnot.
Yep.
Similar to the apathy syndrome, which causes people to become significantly depressed, and basically the plot of that game is that you're training to fight against 12 Shadow. And the Shadows essentially are themed around the major arcanas. The only one you don't fight against and in gameplay is the Magician. You fight against High Priestess, Empress, Emperor, or Hierophant lovers. There's
Chariot.
Chariot and Justice at the same time. let's see what else. What was number 8? Sorry, I'm trying to remember the major arcanas, but I am somehow forgetting each and every one of them.
God damn it.
You know, this seems like cop-out level design.
Okay, High Priest.
No, wait. A Justice was number 8.
Yeah, 8 is usually Justice or Strength, same level 11.
Yeah.
There's also Hermit,
then there's
Temperance, Devil, Tower, Star, Moon.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the ones you fight in Persona 3. The shadows that you fight in that game. Number 9, number 10, I believe. We have
one shot these fools.
Yeah, number 9 is usually Hermit.
Yeah, the Hermit and Wheel of Fortune. Yes, there is a Arcana named Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, simply
Then there's Strength. No way, I think. Then there's Strength. And I'm trying to remember if Strength what was one of the few that you did fight. No wait, yeah, what?
Probably.
And then the last shadow you fight is Hangman. And basically our hero is a group of high schoolers and one protagonist who is basically a nameless self-insert.
I always hate stuff like that. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Nightmare Troubadour made you create a self-insert to play during the Battle City tournament. And I don't want to do that.
Oh, it sounds like the freaking GBA Yu-Gi-Oh! Game I recorded. I
want to play as Yugimoto. I want to play as the hero of the goddamn show.
At least Legacy of the Duelist lets you play as the character who's supposed to win the duel.
Yeah.
And you know, the Bakugan game on PS2 did the same thing. Did either of y'all play any of the Bakugan games?
I actually played the first one.
I've never played any of the Bakugan games.
I think I've still got the Bakugan game on PS2.
It's okay.
And now, let me not try to freaking pull my hair against Crow Hogan.
Crow, aka the character who only got popular just because his archetype.
Because his archetype's freaking busted in this game. What is it? Blackwing.
Yeah. And you know, the thing is, at least the Bakugan on game with the self-insert actually had a badass looking protagonist Bakugan on the form of Leonidas. Yes.
This is Sparta!
Kicks Drago over the edge.
You know something?
Okay, at least they didn't have Kratos. That'd be a whole different game.
My shitty old computer can run PS2 games.
I actually had that Bakugan game on Wii.
Oh yeah, I think I saw it on Wii, but
and it's also on PS3 and Xbox 360.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is my shitty PC can run PS2 games. It can run PSP games. Why the hell can't I just stick the disc into the PS4 and let it play? Why can't I do that?
You know, it's because
It's because of no good fucking reason, that's why. They want you to buy the shit again.
Okay, seriously, where the hell are you? Are they?
He-Man, yeah.
Okay, now suddenly it's gone from Joey to friggin' Skeletor from He-Man.
Have any of you read the DC He-Man comics? They're excellent. I've been reading them lately.
Wait a minute, this Skeletor or the Shinnok?
Basically, one joke from SGB's playthrough of Mortal Kombat at X is that Shinnok apparently it was made for that and ended up sounding like Skeletor.
No, that was under SmackDown Sunday playthrough. Mortal Kombat XL. When Shinnok was going to get Goro.
I'm papyrus. Yeah.
No,
He might as well be friggin' Skeletor.
Alright, I'm gonna correct you right now. You need to say it right. Say it right. You say the great papyrus.
I'm the great papyrus.
I'm sorry, I'm Puerto Rican. You gotta roll the R's, bro.
I did.
Yeah, just now.
You know,
Oh, by the way, fuck you, Crow Hogan. This guy.
you know,
Somebody actually got Skeletor's original voice actor to say that at a convention.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
you know, every time,
And it's
You know-
just, everybody just looks at the virus and thinks,
Yes, he sounds like this.
you know, Fran, every so often I end up thinking about all the things that I've shown you that I would have been like, oh god, he's gonna take quite a bit of offense to this, and then you're just like, hey, this is funny.
Like, dude, remember, I'm Latino. You gotta freaking remember. Some shit does not hit.
excuse me, don't you mean all thanks?
What?
Wait, what?
It's some SJW bullshit where they don't want to use Latino or Latina, they use Latin X.
That.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be pronounced Latin X, but it never not looks like Latinx.
Oh god.
I'm gonna say don't say you just tried to do SJW which have no meaning. Maricon completo.
I could always call them
I
bisexual.
can't wait saying that because hey, unless somebody pops up on the chat and freaking tells me what it means.
And
I can
now,
do it.
where am I?
Even if Kevin's stream gets demonetized because of me, which is probably guaranteed that.
Fran, the only reason my stream would end up getting demonetized is if someone claims copyright, or if somebody, or if
you play Mortal Kombat 11.
yes, or if I play Mortal Kombat 11 and use a fatal blow or crushing blow on anybody that isn't Deborah, RoboCop, or Spawn.
Oh yeah, you can get away with doing that on Spawn as well.
Yeah, and like I said, RoboCop too, because he doesn't bleed red. Apparently Terminator, a robot, somehow bleeds red.
No, it's living tissue over metal in the skeleton. That's how. That's how they explain it in the movie, bro. I'm just going by the way you can explain in the movie.
It makes literally no sense.
Again, you need to watch Terminator movies.
I need to watch good Terminator movies. That's what it is.
Yeah, dude.
The first two, and then nothing else.
Yeah, it's like, for good Terminator movies, watch the first one,
and
watch the second, and then you watch nothing else. Nothing else exists.
Preserve your sanity.
I sadly own the fourth Terminator movie on DVD.
Oh, you got Salvation? Okay.
Yeah.
It's like my advice to people who are trying to get into Highlander. You watch the first movie. If you're curious, you watch the TV series, and if you like that, keep going. If you like that, maybe watch Highlander Endgame.
Which is nothing at all like Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, of course.
And then, there's the anime movie, but that's slightly different because that's not the same kind of bullshit as Highlander 2, Highlander 3, and Highlander 6, 7, and 8.
I can tell by the sound of that voice.
I'm sorry, I'm trying hard. I'm just
Bullshit. You're laughing your ass off.
I am giggling like a ninny.
Yeah, you're giggling like a freaking schoolgirl.
After we do our little Let's Watch stream of Superman Doomsday, I'm picking the next movie, and the next movie is Highlander, and you're gonna watch it with me.
Sure, I don't mind. Which, by the way, we got to set up a date and a time for that. I've got pretty much most of this week off, so I'm good whenever you are.
Assuming you don't get called into work.
Assuming I don't get called into work, I'm good whenever you are.
No, there's a simple way to rectify that. Don't pick up the fucking phone.
Fran, I have to pick up the phone because otherwise my dad's gonna nag me. He'd be like, "Oh, you better go find another job. You better apply for like another job or something." Blah blah blah.
Right.
Because I'm just like, does he not understand that it's kind of difficult for someone like me to find a job? Because I don't know if you know this, Alex, but let's just say not a lot of workplaces are looking for people who are on the spectrum.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Fran and I are lucky that there were people who didn't care.
Then again, with me, it's not that obvious. So.
Of course, because you're better spoken and whatnot. You don't look like you're constantly on like some kind of drug trip, like I could sometimes end up being.
Right. That is true.
I worry for those on the spectrum that are people of color. Because it's bad enough if you're not able to really explain yourself. Well, just because, you know, you're like me. But it's even worse when this whole drama is going on. And trust me, it really does not. It really isn't easy in the slightest.
Now, I suspect George Lucas might be autistic.
What makes you say that?
Well, he's really bad at explaining himself. He's not that great at interacting with people. And he seems to have this like single-minded devotion to an idea that doesn't always necessarily come across to people the way he intended it to, and he doesn't seem to understand that.
I see. You know, the thing is like, most of my list of movies for us to watch is just basically, was mostly like part of the DC animated movie universe, just to give you a good idea on what to really expect from that thing that has 15 movies and only 5 of them are actually decent.
Oh yeah, by the way, I don't mean to derail this back to Highlander, but there was... Let me see if I can find a date on this.
There was an idea to bring together a group of extraordinary individuals.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Let me finish.
Okay. Sorry.
No, instead of Nick Fury, it's Jules. It's Samuel Jackson, it's Jules from Pulp Fiction.
Okay. So, there was a release of Highlander the series, Highlander the Complete series, a little while ago. And let me see if I can find the release date on this. It wasn't that long ago.
Alright.
Okay, so it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, they released this box set for Highlander, the complete series. With all 119 episodes, all 6 seasons plus 2 seasons of The Raven, on 21 DVDs. Now, there's a problem with this. One of the problems being that it's a shitty DVD set taken from shitty composite masters, because they didn't bother going back and rescanning the fucking film for the show. No, they didn't do that. That would take too much work. No, what they did was they went back to composite tape masters, Digibeta basically, and what they wound up doing was they took the 51 discs of Highlander Season 1 through 6 and the...
And did they push it somewhere else?
Yes, they they squashed it down onto a teeny tiny little bit of discs. Around half, we'll say.
Are we sure this wasn't made by Yzma?
Well, you're gonna ask if this was made by Funimation when you find out the next thing.
Oh, geez.
They cropped it to widescreen.
Oh, wow.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. They didn't even do that for the Blu-rays.
Oh
Which, by
my,
the way,
we're fighting a new variant of Eaters.
By the way, the Blu-rays were in 720p, upscaled from 480i. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no! No!
And you're fucked. I can just tell by the sound of your voice.
No. What happened was I got hit by the sprite status.
Oh, that's worse. Texture blow.
Yeah, that ability to induce that status condition is broken.
Yeah. If you do it to your enemy, oh, they're fucked. They're
Why are you fighting a horror that would make H.P. Lovecraft wince?
Because this is Digimon.
That's what.
Oh, of course. You're going to defeat the monster of film by shooting rockets out of Metal Greymon's pectoral muscles.
There's more stuff later on.
Yes, it gets worse later on. And this is not something entirely out of the ordinary for Digimon to do, because there was an H.P. Lovecraft Eftian horror in Digimon Tamers.
Yep.
In the form of the D Reaper. And let me just say, it's surprising that villain, and with how much psychological damage it causes one of the main characters to go through, is it part of a kids show? Let alone a kids show. Let alone a kids show's English dub. I swear they had balls back then.
Yeah, back then, like stuff in games.
Why are you attacking my invincible ally? Why not attack one of my...
Dude, why are you questioning them? You would rather have them attack your allies instead of you.
Yeah, I know that,
but... because I wouldn't die.
Oh, come on. Again with this crap? Oh, wait, he attacked my ally again.
What, another texture blow?
Yeah, he attacked my ally again.
And by the way, I'm playing Sonic Mania.
Wow, Talmon is getting the crap kicked out of it.
Yep. Adrian Hamilton.
Boosh. And it's dead. You ask why I fight such things, Alex. I fight them because it is dictated through my love, my anger, and all of my sorrow.
Shining Figure!
Holy crap, I think your mic just broke.
Is it working now?
It is now.
Oh, it kind of cracked for a moment. I thought it was going to crack for a moment.
I find it interesting that the English dub of Domon's voice isn't, like, you know, as deep voiced as Tomokazu Seki, who is also, what's his face? He's, from Ava, Toji. Yes, Toji from Ava is Domon Kashu. Yeah, the funny thing is, like, people found it hard to really criticize the guy who played the Blue Ranger, or partially due to the fact that he was also on the spectrum.
Oh, the actors?
Yeah, the actor who played the Blue Ranger in the 2017 movie.
Huh. I didn't know that. I knew... See, I knew that the character was, but the thing is, that's kind of obvious if you really, like, look at how Billy operates.
Yeah. So much there, they just don't, you know, put...
And you know, it was kind of sad when he seemingly died. Near the end of the second third of the movie, I was like, oh no. I'm like, oh my god, they just kill him?
No, they didn't kill Billy. Obviously. I knew they weren't gonna fucking kill Billy.
Obviously not, but still, back when I saw it, that was kind of pivotal, especially when all of them were pretty much carrying him back to the headquarters.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great little sequence, and it's a goddamn shame we're not gonna get a sequel.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
It bombed in the box office.
It didn't really bomb in the box office. It just
but it didn't make enough to make. It didn't make enough money back to make a profit.
Okay, here's the problem. Lionsgate didn't promote it worth a shit.
Yeah, that.
And of course, then there was the fact that it was that it had competition in the form of the Beauty and the Beast remake.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yes,
and the Ghost in the Shell live-action adaptation with Scarlett Johansson.
Okay, can't tell me you talking about Power Rangers or freaking DC movie that comes out around the time of Marvel movies in theaters. But I'm tish.
Well, Scarlett Johansson.
I don't think
Scarlett Johansson played Makoto Kusanagi.
Yeah, I was talking about DC. How they tend to release their movies around the same time as a Marvel movie, or like 2 weeks before Marvel movies in theaters, which is.
Or in Batman v Superman's case, 2 months.
Yeah. Which like never works.
I seriously have to wonder how a James Gunn Suicide Squad movie is going to end up doing now that he's going to be directing the sequel.
I hope it does well.
I want to actually like the Suicide Squad guys. You really got to remember, they're not good guys, they're bad guys.
Yeah, I have zero faith in
like they were freaking Guardians of the Galaxy, or at least similar.
They literally did try to make them pretty much Guardians of the Galaxy, except,
they just dropped all pretense and hired the guy who made Guardians of the Galaxy. And after Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, I have no faith that James Gunn can even do that right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we'll see with Guardians 3.
Who knows?
I was glad when he was taken off of it, but then they brought him back.
Didn't they take him off of it because...
It was just stupid shit. Just stupid shit.
Yeah, it was stupid stuff on social media.
Yeah. It's like, oh,
it was basically...
Like years ago. Oh, that's bad. Let's take them off. Oh.
Well, the problem with that is, that was karma for him, because he was involved with the cancellation of Roseanne.
Oh yeah, that is true. That is true.
Problem was, he didn't go
Like,
away
that series
forever
is
after
like
that.
what, like in syndication or something? So it's like you're not really canceling it. You're just taking it off TV, which doesn't matter.
Well, they
because
did cancel. No, there was an ongoing revival season.
Oh, the revival season?
Yeah,
I could have sworn that show ended like years ago.
it did, but then they got a new one coming out, and they had everybody.
Oh yeah, they brought the cast back. Like I barely pay attention to Roseanne. It's like, I'm sorry. But there's not much she's relevant for. I'm sorry. Outside of a cameo in A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah,
I think
and then they did they dug up a comedy photo shoot from Heed magazine from like a decade plus prior, and tried to use that and successfully used that to get Disney to not make any more Roseanne.
It's a shame. Oh, there you are. I was thinking you were on a different level of Kowloon instead of the first level.
You never assumed it's the first level.
Well, Nokia, if you're gonna
shit.
bitch at me like that, I'm never coming back. I'm never gonna show up on time. Not with that nasty attitude of yours. I swear she's a goddamn tsundere.
ねえノキ
Which
ア
one?
なん
Yes.
That's not an answer. Come on.
なんだかよくわかんな
Nokia,
いけど
she's the tsundere.
Yeah, no, she can't make up her fucking mind.
君は
Well, at least it's more the traditional meaning and not that meaning we talked about last time we did Cyber Sleuth.
Got the full meaning. Pretty much like using a word out of context.
君の
Yeah.
Wrong part of context of a word in which it happened.
他のチームのハッカーたちだが
Hey, that's a cool variant of the Zeo Gold.
もう一度ハッカーたちをその役目を果たすのが君じゃ僕だ
So,
Oh.
It's like a red gold.
you know, we may have differing opinions on Marvel. It's just really interesting to talk about all this stuff. And it's just like I wish that they could have done a lot. They could have done a lot more with Captain Marvel to make her, you know, likable and interesting.
Oh boy, do you think?
Wait, you
Considering
talking about Captain Marvel or Superman?
Captain
We
Marvel,
talk about this. In some ways, you might talk about the same character. To an extent.
Marvel's Captain Marvel, not Shazam.
I know. I wasn't talking about Shazam. I was talking about Superman. I didn't say.
At what point has Superman gained?
Dude, I will use the comics as a reference if you're gonna ask me that question.
I would love you to use the comics as a reference because
Because remember, there's a point in the comics every issue he gained a new power. So, yeah.
Oh, look who we have here. It's me. Hello, me. It's me again.
Me too. You know what the best part about splicing is?
What?
There's so many of me.
Yeah, I don't know what creepy ass reference you're making, but
It's a Matrix reference.
no better, babe.
It's you. Yes, it's me.
I'll find a way to kick your ass.
Me,
And I will do it.
me too.
Busy collecting blue spirits, not blue balls, as it originally was. For some reason. Well. No, not that way, you fucking perv.
How many monsters do you think would be necessary to summon?
Depends on how you're summoning.
I am summoning the Dank Magician.
Depends on how you do it.
I summon the Dank Magician in attack mode.
And then Dank Magician shows up after smoking a nice joint. It's like,
Okay.
yo, Yugi, need me for something, man?
Wait, wait, get there? You get into freaking position to freaking Shaggy. What do you do?
Because this ain't even in 1% of his full power, man.
Okay, depending on what other transformation you want him to become. Magician of Black Chaos, Dark Sage, Dark Eradicator, Warlock. Or Dark Paladin, if you want to go there.
Man, this ain't even 1% of my full power. You're gonna make me want to go all out, Yugi?
Oh, God damn it.
Okay, fine, I'll go all out.
And no, you're not gonna see me ever use Dark Sage. Why? Because I'm not gonna bother taking a chance with Time Wizard.
I love how in this headcanon of ours we've made Dark Magician into a
Ultra
hippie.
Instinct Shaggy.
not just Ultra Instinct Shaggy, but a hippie in general.
Fucking general weed smoker.
But don't forget, you also gotta add the sunglasses.
No, that sounds like sunglasses.
The sunglasses and the joint.
No, and the hat as well. Don't have cow.
No. He wears a hat by default.
No, that.
You just gotta add that logo to the hat. Yeah, you gotta add the logo to the hat. And there you go.
Like, well, man, I can't do a Shaggy voice, Scoob.
Like Zoinks, man! And this creepy I don't like the looks of this creepy Spencer mansion, man! Yeah, it's a ripper-rat idea! By the way, did you know that Lord Quadros once voiced Shaggy in a Resident Evil Abridged one-shot?
What the fuck?
He actually did! It's on the Renegame. It's on Cloud Strife 8's YouTube channel, aka the Renegamers.
Okay, I had a freaking ooze all my fucking room.
Oh, and of course he voiced Yawn, and of course he voiced the Yawn because you know he's a snake.
Snake.
All the better to eat you with, my dear. Sorry, but it was either that or this anaconda wants some, 'cause you've got buns, son.
Oh goddamn! I had to reference that from the last song.
Yes.
It's like the only one that everybody knows about.
My anaconda don't want none unless you've got buns, hun.
No, but those some parts only made for tourists. God damn. Oh damn! You ever seen that song the laugh my ass off? That hit. Don't prove to be how white you are.
I am literally the palest one of our group.
Freaking whiter than fucking sour cream, bro.
I thought you said I was whiter than mayonnaise.
You're whiter than mayonnaise and sour cream. You're whiter than cottage cheese.
Oh my god.
Fucking sense. Goddamn, I remember one of my favorite songs is cottage cheese.
This is bullshit. Oh, I just noticed that Alex is fighting against Goldar.
Oh, you will fight me again. And you both fucking Wizard of Oz.
Not more. Goldar's dead.
I will be back.
Evil Blue Ranger killed him.
Wait, who killed him?
the evil Blue Ranger?
What, the Psycho Rangers?
No, the red and black version of Prehistoric Billy.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking, for some reason I'm thinking, what the hell is Psycho Rangers in this game? What the hell? Where do I sign up?
Your local
Chris,
PSN.
You know, Chris Neosi once voiced Tommy in Death Battle.
Huh.
And of course, his opponent had the significantly worse voice actor.
Wow.
He was
Who did he
fighting
fight?
the pilot Zex and the Gundam
fucking
Epion.
hell. That fight was such bullshit.
Epion can see into the future, but still.
But the fucking Thunder Ultrazord is... it's so fucking fast, it shouldn't have been able to do that.
Okay, good. I'm good. Had that freaking alert. That's a platform. There we go.
So how long do you think until the original 4mm film for or how many millimeters was it for Dragon Ball Z?
Okay, Dragon Ball was 16mm. Dragon Ball Z kept switching between 16 and 35 in the Frieza saga, I believe.
Okay, so how much you want to bet that it's going to end up going in, well, you know, that it's going to end up being gone on by the end of this year?
With the way this year has been going, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Anyway, I shouldn't say anything. No, yeah, I'm too much about it. Nothing bad. It's just, some stuff I know that I probably shouldn't say.
You know, I would think to really answer, you know, the questions I would ask, some of these people would be like, what is your name? What
you pull the three
is your
questions thing?
Yes, what is your quest?
What is your quest? And then the third one's just some random question.
What is the capital of Assyria? I don't know that.
God damn, I'm going too fast.
But you gotta go fast.
No, this the friggin' blue this the not blue balls special stages.
Fran, you gotta go fast.
No, it's like too fast. I'm like, oh shit, I don't know what the hell.
You gotta go fast.
Alright, Sonic X.
Did you know they actually reference Alex? They actually referenced that song in the Sonic movie.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, nice.
A little girl was singing it though.
Kind of like the 60s Spider-Man theme keeps popping up.
Yep.
And yes, I did finally get around to seeing Into the Spider-Verse. Thank you.
Finally?
Yeah, I know. Thank you, Geekin 101 Discord server.
Oh my god.
Thank God there's people doing watch party over there. Yeah, heck, that's how I saw Top Gun the other day. Don't look at me like that.
I will look at you.
Don't look at me like that, running.
So, would you say that it's totally straight to like the movie Top Gun?
Yes.
It's a reference to Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
I know.
Nothing wrong with liking Top Gun. That movie's freaking awesome.
I was, like I said, I was making a reference to Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge because as Jack and Crow were trying to settle a bet.
Oh, this weird ass boss.
Basically, or you know what? I'm gonna save him now and then call it a night since it's been
Freaking midnight.
Yeah. And I'm sure little Miss Luna would appreciate me going to bed.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, damn.